So it's been a few years since I last played this game on the internet. Not counting the bonus content I did, like when Twilight Princess HD came out. That Let's Play was 2012. I did on YouTube. That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
speaking of Let's Plays, I had Let's Play on the Miiverse tab.
Too soon. Too soon. So, I did already play this game 100% years ago on the internet already. So, I didn't want to do another one of those kind of playthroughs. I want to do something a little bit different. There's a reason why I'm calling this hardcore. I mean, it's gonna be bad. So, the reason why I'm calling this my hardcore run is simply because saying Twilight Princess Hero Mode Ganondorf Amiibo is way too hard to put in a video title, and that's just a pain to say. So we're just gonna simplify it and call it hardcore. So, basically, we're going to be playing the game with the hard difficulty already. So, Hero Mode mirrors the entire experience, which is what I'm used to anyways. It's the Wii version at that point. And then you have double damage you take from everything. But the worst part is, there's no recovery hearts dropped at all. Unless you get healing items like potions or fairies, you're not going to get any health back. So, I'm going to combine that with the Ganondorf Amiibo, which already does double damage on its own, so that's quadruple damage. That's not enough, though. There's still gonna be more. Because I'm stupid, apparently.
Because you're you.
Pretty much. So, basically, this entire run, I'm already taking quadruple damage from everything, but I'm also gonna stack things on top. So, how this is gonna work at this point is I have a set number of rules. So, for starters, if you want to simplify things, I have 2 commands in chat. Every time you're confused, you type in exclamation TB hardcore, and it kind of explains the gist of, well, the quadruple damage stuff.
TP hardcore or TP hardcore?
TP hardcore.
Okay.
And then if you type in TP rules, you'll get the rules, which we'll talk about now. So these are just extra stipulations I'm putting on myself, which is more or less just going to hinder my amount of times I can heal in the game. So I'm only allowed to have 1 bottle this entire adventure, and in that bottle, really all I'm allowed to have is a fairy for healing. That's it. No potions, soups, milk, none of that. The only hidden skill I'm allowed to get in this game is the very first one. Simply because you need the first skill to beat the game. If you don't have it, it's impossible to beat the game. So, I had to make an exception for that anyways. It's kind of impossible to skip, but even if you did, it wouldn't matter. I'm only allowed to pick up hearts after a boss fight. No hard pieces at all. So there's only going to be a set number of hearts. Not going to be even close to max. And maybe this last rule is not much of a rule. It's just more or less I'm not going on my way for it. No magic armor. It will make the game easier with more money. But holy crap, it takes forever to get to.
Yeah.
So, we're not going to do that. So, that's a lot of explanation. Let's actually play the video game. Alright, so, I thought about this. What am I going to name my character? I have a pretty good idea.
Not USS Dick.
No, we're going to keep that for Kingdom Hearts. So, I'm going to call myself... Okay, I hate typing in a name on the touchpad, because sometimes it doesn't recognize your input, and sometimes it does it twice. It's weird. So Link is going to be called Dead Man. For obvious reasons. I'm going to be a dead man. But for Epona, we're not going to see her all that much, but for some reason, they let you name your horse in this game. It's the only one that lets you name Epona, outside of Breath of the Wild. Even then, you can't rename Epona anything else. So, this one, I'm just going to be a little stupid with, because we can.
Useless.
I mean, I could do that, but this is going to be worse. See what I'm talking about? I hit the ABC to change it back and didn't do anything. So, Epona, for a good chuckle, is just going to be called This Booty.
What the bluster?
So we're not doing normal, we're doing hero mode. The damage is doubled, no hearts dropped, and it doesn't say it here, but mirrors the world like we mentioned earlier. Let's do this.
Molly, lay down.
Trying. She can't get past the mic.
Oh, there's the cord in the way. I'm sorry. There. Is that what you want? I swear, our dog. She does not like cords. It bothers the heck out of her.
At least she doesn't bite him. I know some
Yeah, at
dogs
least
will
she
do that.
don't chew on them. She just avoids them, and honestly, it terrifies her. Like cords terrify her. Like if I like.
And thus the name, the name of
Yeah,
Weird
she's
Choices
backing up.
begins.
What the heck?
I have a favor to ask of you, dead man. I mean, it's not much of a favor. It's more of a demand if you call me a dead man.
I have a favor to ask, didn't we?
So, not very else really to do at the moment. We're going to be going through a lot of tutorial. Like, the first hour and a half is probably going to be that. So, at this point, there's not much to talk about. So, I guess one of the things I'd like to say is more or less how they improved graphics with this version. When they first announced this as a remake in, what, end of 2015, I was one of those people who shouted, why? There was no need. Especially because you could have played the Wii version of this game on the Wii U. But graphically, it does look a lot nicer.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything fancy with this like they did Wind Waker, but at the same time, it just looks cleaner. Like, I can actually see those vines on these rocks now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with it because at least it was a decade old whenever they released it.
Yeah.
They did it.
It was more justified with the time span. It wasn't like a game that came out last year. Like a lot of games get nowadays.
Yeah, I just even the Switch is getting a little bit. I mean, they're just ports, but
it's still a little ridiculous in some cases. Like, I'm glad it was able to be put in system, and in a way, it's almost a technical marvel. But Doom is one of those cases where it's like, yeah, a little too soon. It's like a year later. So there's a lot of games that did that on Switch.
Have you tried the gyro? Well, you don't have Doom.
Well, no, I don't have it, but I've seen the gyroscope controls are pretty nice.
The gyroscope controls are almost as good as Splatoon's, and that's saying something.
Yeah, because those are really good. And since I play a lot of shooters anyways with twitchy controls with mouse and keyboard, that would probably make the most sense for me. Probably take some time to get used to for a game like that, especially.
Molly,
Hey, that's
what are you-
rude.
Hey, dead man, you there? Hey, I'm not dead yet.
Give it time. Give it time. Okay, I'm already liking the name.
Where's the booty?
Are you talking about my horse or me? Because either way, it's a little... I'm still going to question you. That's the first thing I'm going to do is immediately go into options. I do this every time. So we have actually a choice of aiming styles, first or third person. I like that about HD. It gives you the best of both worlds. But I got to change this to invert vertical axis. I just have to.
No, Molly,
Almost
stop
like
it.
every game I play does it differently. I'm
Come
just
here,
so
Mom.
used to vertical.
Come here.
Oh, actually, wait. Before I go on, I want to talk about an interesting fact. I think I might have mentioned this when I did my playthrough years ago, but there was the Twilight Princess hack. Everyone knows that from the Wii days, where that's how you modded your system. And it's talking to this guy usually that caused the game to overload because your name was so long it would crash the system. So this guy is like one of your most important guys to talk to if you wanted to hack your
I also
Wii.
remember this guy because from PBG's hacking video, he became the postman.
Yeah, because there was a lot of weird hacks he showed off.
You remember that, Amber?
Yeah. I like that video.
So we're gonna be here at tutorial land for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I suspect him to die maybe at the part where he turned into Wolf Link for the first time.
Once we get to, the Wolf Link stuff, that's when danger actually happens, but honestly, it depends on what happens there. I honestly see my first death maybe being when we get to our first light tier section. Oh, no one's nice to Link around? Oh, come on, that's just a little weird.
Whoa, that's weird.
This is a public place. Birds are watching. Link, stop smiling.
Link, Link even knows what's up.
Okay, well, apparently this one works hard, too.
That Lester, why? Why did you name your horse that?
I just want some comic relief. I'm gonna forget about this halfway through, because you don't do anything with Epona after, like, a certain point in the game. It's weird how they treat her in this one. Epona always got the short end of the stick in games. Like, honestly, the most useful the horses are in, honestly, Breath of the Wild. In Ocarina of Time, you only use it for, like, one side quest. Majora's Mask, you jump over, like, 3 fences. And then here, Epona's used in the beginning and then the very end, and that's it. Even then, you don't need the user at the end of the game. It just makes it easier.
What? Yeah, I guess you don't.
Yeah, because you could just warp around and use your wolf form. Alright, so while we're going through this, I'm going to address the biggest elephant in the room. At this point, I could easily scan the Ganondorf Amiibo, what you guys are probably thinking. No, I can't. It's weird, but the game doesn't let you use Amiibos until you clear the first light trial area. So basically, we gotta wait until we're ready to enter the first dungeon before that ability is unlocked in the game. It's weird. So I would do that now, but the game doesn't let me. At this point, I'm only taking double damage. Once we get to the first dungeon, that's when the real game begins.
The real game, he says.
Yeah, you know, the part where I can get chopped in half and die in an immediate shot.
Lester dies.
You just talked about the rest of the game, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do it. So you like herding goats?
I heard you like goats, so I let you herd the goats within the goats within the goats.
Well, how he just stutters with saying that. How about you and that, this booty herd, like, wow. You don't even know how to address it. The name's that awkward.
Gosh.
I don't know what's gonna be worse. My horse name for the beginning of this, or my gummy ship name in Kingdom Hearts.
USS, my dick.
Yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. Get him in the fence. Just get in the shed. There you go. That's it. You gotta do this 3 times in the game for 100% purposes. 2 of them were required. That's why a lot of people didn't like the intro to this one. I don't know. After, honestly, Majora's Mask, the games got really slow intro, so I kind of get used to it. It's not that big of a deal.
Honestly, the slow intro stuff doesn't bother me. I don't know. To me, when somebody says the game starts up really slow, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I feel the same, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, I guess, usually stuff like this doesn't bother me. I guess I'm more tolerable about, like, doing mini games and stuff because between you and me, I've always loved mini games and video games, so I don't know. I didn't think that there was too much issues with it myself, but
Yeah.
I can understand why people gripe about that.
I more or less depends for me because I don't mind a slow start as long as it's not like tutorial heavy. So every time you turn around, you're forced to do things. That's one thing. And this is really like minigame stuff at that point. It's not really a forced tutorial. So I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm not really thinking of too many games I played as of late that's had a lot of slow starts, more or less just a lot of like forced tutorial stuff. Like the big one is obviously Fighters, because like the first third of that game is nothing but tutorial, which is really rough. Like I get how to fight, you don't need to teach me the same thing for a 10th time in a row. The worst part is at the end of like the first arc story, like a chapter right before it is the last time they do the tutorial stuff from what I'm seeing, and that was like 10 chapters in. So at that point, you want to calculate it down. That's like 5 hours, maybe, for your first playthrough. It's bad. Alright, so these kids want to go buy a slingshot. So I'm going to go buy it. My slingshot. This is the annoying part that's returning from Ocarina where you gotta collect rupees just to buy something. Also, one thing I know everyone was happy about, including myself, they fixed the rupee message for HD. You don't have to see it every time you pick it up when you start a new game.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the biggest problem with the original releases.
They fixed a lot with this version.
They surprisingly did, yeah. Like, there's a lot of things people didn't think they were gonna fix, and then they did it anyways.
I need to play this version. I need to play the game and beat it in general.
How far did you get again, Amber?
The Zant.
Oh, you got to Zant. That's right. I forgot about that.
Okay, so you pretty much gotten near the end at that point. Because
so
that's like the last dungeon before final boss territory.
I'm mad about that because I was so close to beating it.
I mean, that's pretty much what I did with Super Paper Mario. I mean, I got the Count Bleck's castle, Chapter 8, and then stopped.
Why?
I don't know. I think other things happened at the time.
Oh.
I don't remember why I exactly stopped now. Oh good, the bonks began. Also, just because I came off of playing so much Ocarina for the League, just to get that playthrough done, I'm already used to rolling and immediately being able to pick up something. Doesn't work here. Free camera in this one was weird. I'm not used to it still, even, because I'm so used to playing Wii.
Yeah, I mean, the Wii version's the only version I played besides this one, obviously.
Yeah. I played a bit of the GameCube version, but not enough.
I never played the GameCube version, and honestly, to me, I miss some things about the Wii version over in the HD version. One thing in particular I miss big time: 4 item slots.
Yeah. I mean, we have 3 here at least. That's a step up than GameCube, but it was 1 down compared to the Wii.
The Wii had 4 item slots. I'm just like, man, that made things so much easier.
It does. I mean, there's a lot of like minor tweaks about this one I kind of prefer a little bit more. Like, Link's climbing speed is doubled, I believe, in this one. He's a lot faster. Yeah. It's a random change they did, but I'm glad they changed it. Because going back to like the original release on Wii and GameCube, he's super slow at climbing. He takes forever. But here, he just climbs up a tree in like 10 seconds at the most. It's pretty good. On Wii, it could take like 20.
I don't know. I've always thought that the Wii version was better than the GameCube version. But then again, I feel in the same way that the Switch version's better than the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild, so...
Pretty much, yeah, because both games have the same situation. They have developed for one system in mind, and later, just... With how long of a development time it took, they just kind of ported it over. I mean, at least the big thing a lot of people have said, and I can see what they're coming from. Like, at least with Twilight Princess, it was exclusive to the Wii for a little bit, and then they got the GameCube port. So there was at least that. Well, Switch and Wii U got the game at the exact same time as Breath of the Wild.
I did pick up both versions of Breath of the Wild, by the way.
Yeah.
I have the Wii U version, so...
Well, we thought we...
Yeah, we thought we were gonna play at the same time, so that's why we bought it. But
yeah, and then you both ended up playing
I'm
separately.
glad I do, because, well, to me, when I like a game a lot, I like to get all the versions of that game. I know it's kind of silly, but...
I mean, I'm kind of the same. It really depends on the game, but if I really like it, I do that as well. That's why I own so many different copies of, like, Freedom Planet, for example.
Yeah. That's why I own, like... I'll give an example again. I like Doom 2016 a lot, so I have the PS4 version and the Wii and the Switch version. I mean, eventually, I'm sure I'll pick up the PC version because I know the PC version's like cheap all the time. So.
Yeah, like usually you can find it for like a $20 sale. That's how I got my version like a couple years back at this point.
I know it's on the Xbox 360 or
Xbox One. Yeah, because that's the version I played. And that was alright. Besides that one random glitch I had where the frame rate went down to 5. Like, I don't know what happened, but the game overloaded stuff. It was weird.
Especially now that honestly, I feel like the Switch version of Doom has a good thing to promote nowadays to be like different than the other versions, at least.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't have 60 frames, but you also have gyro controls.
I would not be surprised at one point if they kind of pull Konami with that one, where they later go back, lower the game's resolution a bit just to get the frame rate higher, like they did with Bomberman.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Because they can always do that if people really want it.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people don't know you just can walk up here once you talk to her and you have the baby cradle. So a lot of people just follow the slow-moving woman back. Thank God you can beat her here.
Speedrun ruined.
Yeah. By a pregnant woman. Curse you and your unborn child. I just sound like a monster.
Lester!
Lester, I swear to you, if you say that one more time.
Oh, my kids. You walk up to him and call him a
Lester,
monster.
remember when we told you about in the last stream, or not the last stream, but the stream beforehand about context?
This is why I said I'm a monster. I know, context is very important. I'm not really context sensitive, like Conker tells me.
This is true.
The one thing I actually preferred about the Wii version is fishing. Fishing controls I just thought were better using motion.
Yeah.
It's weird how you can't do that here, but you can aim with motion control easily. So
Yeah, that is weird.
also, I think this is one thing they tweak. It's like a minor thing once again, but I remember in the original version, you had to catch a fish twice to get that cat to take the fish. The first time it wouldn't do anything, which is getting him interested.
Lester, maybe you know what, I'm looking at my copyright notices on my YouTube.
And it's
I got
full.
a copyright claim. I know it's full, but I got copyright claims on some videos, but they do not have the $ slash through. It's still green.
Okay, so that's just must be one of those where they're watching the video. Like, I gotten those once in a while too, which doesn't really mean anything. At that point, I think it's more or less just one of those warnings? I don't know. YouTube's weird about that.
Okay, because I noticed that. I was like, wait, what? I was still monetizing this?
Yeah, it's weird. Alright, so I just got a bottle with milk in it, so I'm gonna immediately drink it. My rules say I'm not allowed to have any healing items. This is the one time I get it, I gotta dump it. Rip.
Yeah, rip run. You did it. You healed yourself. Oh
Nope.
no.
Now it's you can't do it. Illegal. It's illegal.
Rip run. Reset.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me just hit the reset button on the Wii U and oh wait. The Wii was the last system that had a reset button. It makes me sad. That's such a useful thing.
Yeah.
I think nowadays it's actually more alienating when you're playing a Wii game on a Wii U. Because I'm so used to just going up there and pressing the button, but that's gone now.
You know what's annoying nowadays, and I know this is just me being lazy. I hate that there's no power button on the controller on the Switch.
Yeah, I hate that so much. You have to always put in the sleep mode if you want to temporarily turn it off. So my Switch is always on.
If you want to switch, no, if you want to turn off the Switch completely, you have to hold down the button and then go to power options, then turn off.
Yeah,
That's
which
how
is
you
the
turn
worst
it off.
if that thing's nowhere near you.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I know it's just a minor gripe, but man. It's just
No, the
like
worst part is usually that's a bigger problem if you have to do a reset on your system. Like I've had some issues where it frees up. The only way to fix it is to reset. But the only way to do that is once again to hold down the power button. And that's so annoying. Also, I was hoping to skip this. I know you don't have to do the slingshot thing. This is optional, but these kids don't want to look at my sword. I don't know why. So we'll just do this real quick. Just shoot down things. Oh, he broke wood.
He destroyed a target.
Oh. Run. Now it's reset. I missed one. This is the first time I'm playing this game with the gyro, though, so this is going to be interesting. The only problem with it's probably going to be the aiming in general, because I'm using first person. Maybe using third person would be smarter, but we'll try first for a bit. Wow.
Hey, Lester, I'm on Twitter right now. I just saw.
What did we tell you earlier?
This is what happens.
Anyways.
Ryan from Brain Scratch said, "Oh right, anime awards tonight. Who cares?" Then Johnny responded and says, "Whoa, simmer down there, Uncle Scrooge."
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Well, that's where Beth's at.
So that's where Beth's at. Beth's watching that tonight.
Actually, one of my favorite things I seen him tweet out was a picture he got, like his own Discord channel with some friends, and it was a picture of Ryan and Ted from Brain Scratch fighting, and the caption says "fight, fight, fight," and then it's "kiss, kiss" at the end with John just shoving them both into each other. That was a pretty good image.
I still remember that. I can't unsee that monkey and not think of JonTron anymore.
Yeah, after that
Oh
one
my
video.
god, that sounded so wrong saying that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Hang on. Did we have a
No,
thing with
I'm
monkeys and
talking
JonTron?
I'm talking about that video he made where he's both the monkeys from Twilight Princess. How many monkeys do I see? How many monkeys are around me?
And the thing, that was the last video he made before he became a part of Game Grumps. And then, had a year with them, and then finally came back to do videos. What a weird hiatus video.
That was kind of odd.
Yeah. It was just kind of out of the blue. But he does that stuff once in a while.
That's okay. What was the
Okay, I'm
last
trying to
video?
remember, what was the quick jump down button again? It's easier to do in this version, but I can't remember what it is. I will say one thing that's nice about playing a version that doesn't have you swinging the Wii Remote and Nunchuck for attacks is that you can easily do a spin attack.
Yeah.
That was a one major issue about the Wii version. Especially if you did things like the shield bash. Half the time you didn't do that, you did a spin attack. Wait. I need to get my lantern. I forgot about it. I don't need it, but it would make things better.
I don't need it. I need it.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I mean, to be fair, that's everyone with everything they need and want. I mean, that was kind of me with the frame rates in a sense.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it.
Alright, I can set a fire under there, but that's some disgusting soup you're making, so I'm gonna let that not simmer.
You know what's funny? If you accidentally stole from him and the freaking parrot kills you.
Oh, well, there's my first thing of damage because the hitbox was weird on that Dekubaba. That's half health. Half a heart of damage is a lot at this point. He was only supposed to do a quarter.
Yeah, well, quarter damage from now on, when he gets the Amiibo scanned in. Full heart.
Yeah, that would be a full heart if that happened with Ganondorf. But as you can see here, still can't use them yet. Very random. Good, now I got rabies.
Lester!
I got bit by a rat, what do you expect?
All sorts of diseases.
And this rat that's in Hyrule has now gave me the bubonic plague. Well, that makes sense for medieval times. I'm really not worried about how much I actually use up right now for this lantern, since we get all of it removed later. Thanks, monkey. That thing takes the most roundabout path too, which really sucks.
Yeah. What can you do though?
Yeah, that's them really encouraging you to get a bottle full of lantern oil, which they give you that one where you buy for like 100 rupees.
Hey, by the way, that's not against your rules.
I'd said only one bottle though, so it is.
But it's not full of. It's not.
No,
full of,
no. Like I said, it technically is only because that's true. It's not a healing item. I can use lantern oil, sure, but I can't go buy the bottle with it. So I'm gonna have to steal or pay money from that bird. Alright, this is the key. If I lit those torches, it would have been a piece of heart. Yeah, not allowed. No. Banned. It gives me health back. Not allowed.
You already have like 1 heart left.
Yeah, I know. And that's the scary part. A lot of enemies have just kind of bum rushed me. Or I've been missing. Buddy, you're swinging the wrong way. So far, so good. Just gotta keep on going over here. I think this is like a 5 rupee. I'll just take it now. Money is really not gonna matter as much in this run.
Or, yeah, not 5 rupees. 10 rupees.
A little more important. This, they'd say actually is very interesting because, well, for starters, that rock is the only thing to stop you from getting to the first dungeon. So, you know, if you somehow came in here with an explosive, you're in the first dungeon. But what's actually funnier is if you don't have a sword, because people found a way into this without a sword, you just push these guys into the shop with the bird and have the bird kill these guys. The bird kills the moblins for you. It's great.
Wow.
Because they're not customers, of course.
Well, not just that, but if you steal from him, he gets pissed, and he'll attack anything. It doesn't matter if it's Link. So he gets angry at those guys for some reason instead of Link. Even though they didn't steal anything.
It's like, you got a face of an asshole. I'm gonna peck you.
Pretty much. Don't worry, we won't tell your dad what happened. Your dad was just standing over there to the left. Or the right in this case, because mirror mode. Stop calling me dead. I still have a heart.
I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Or on raid.
Now, of all the cutscenes, this one's the most useless. It's literally just Link sitting back, and then he has to go hurt goats. It has that one line of dialogue.
Hey, dead man!
Stop it!
Stop calling me dead. I'm not dead.
Let's finish up early. I'll get this booty. No, get on the horse.
Get on the booty.
Not in that way, Link. That's a horse. You never have a riot.
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo only had to censor Zora. For reasons.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Rudo.
Well, I knew that. Or I knew.
Because the original N64 release, you know, she had nothing on. They had to put like a dress over her in the 3DS, just because they were worried. Like, they were worried it was showing off too much, even though it's a fish lady, so she's not human. It's not a big deal. You could barely even see anything in N64.
Not showing any private parts, you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's okay.
Man, look at all them goats in there. That was like at least 10.
You got 10
Or at least
goats in.
close. I never saw the word goat in appear much as my life. This is ridiculous. It didn't help I pissed one of them off earlier. I don't know how that happens. I know if you whoop too much, they do that, but I swear, sometimes they just do it after like 2 whoops.
I whoop. Whoop.
Yeah, it's very hard to describe this without making it sound goofy.
I like the word that they use. It's just whoop.
Yeah, that's a good, like what, 6? Yeah, 6. If you went in, that would have been 7. Stupid goat. I'm gonna whoop you all the way in there. Oh, that's the button for it. Okay, so I hold down the shield button, then I...
Okay.
I think that removed that feature in the Wii version. Which was weird, because that's like a useful way to get off your horse. And it's randomly gone on the Wii. I've never gotten that to work on Wii.
That is weird.
They had a lot less buttons to work with that Wiimote. That's why, yeah, you did have 4 item slots, but only like 1 of them was really that useful. The other 3 were more like for bottles and your iron boots.
This is where Ilya gets mad at you for no stupid reason.
Yeah, random mood swing.
Epona's fine.
There's nothing wrong.
That's
Stop
the
it!
name.
Stop it! Don't make me make you a dead man. I got a wooden stick. Yeah, imagine killing Ganon with that.
Can you?
No, I don't think you can, because I know you can't use the Ordon sword in that fight. You need to use the Master Sword fully powered up from the Twilight stuff. It's weird, because that upgrade is actually a different power for your sword. You know, with those 2 names combined, this is definitely a death threat.
The thing is, though, that really is annoying about this whole situation is, like, they need Epona, like, now.
Yeah.
Now she's getting mad just taking her away for just no reason.
That's like
I do
one
like
little
that.
scratch.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Why, without disputing?
Dude, that's her daughter. Oh man, maybe this is why this is a secluded town. They don't want people to know all the dark secrets.
I'm gonna have to call. I'm going to jail!
I mean, that's probably what's gonna happen after all this. Everyone here is gonna go to jail. This is why we run away from home. That's a wolf. We change our identity so much, we're not even human anymore. Yeah, just gotta ask politely. You don't have to call me dead. Also, Malon just looks like he wants the biggest hug right now. He just wants you to hold him. Like the giant baby he is.
Is so weird.
Yeah, Mallow is just the one character everyone remembers the most from this game.
He's just weird. He's like the boss baby.
Yeah, pretty much. He is boss baby in this universe. Because he runs his own store.
Malon Mart.
Oh man, Mountain Mart's so weird. I know that's the whole point too. Like
Wait,
he was tired of the snobby thing.
Was it? No, Malon Mart was always like they had it in Kakariko at first, and then they moved it to Castletown.
Yeah, because once you do that side quest to help buy it out, he moves like his main base operations to Castletown. He still does things in Kakariko, but not nearly as much. Man, that kid doesn't know how to hold a stick right. Can't even hit that thing in front of him. Come on. Not even the piece of wood next to his arm. Alright, so there's like a little cutscene like, oh, I'm not gonna let you in. And then you get told to go around the back, so I'm just gonna go around the back. Also, what's weird is Wind Waker HD, they let you crawl in first person, but you can't do that in Twilight. Weird omission. Wind Waker, better game.
Wind Waker, better game. Because Wind Waker has better crawl mechanics.
It also lets you move when you're aiming things, which is a good and bad thing. Because I hate how you have to aim with the right stick in that one. It's terrible when you're used to always aiming with left stick.
You prefer your master over me, this booty? That sounds like a booty call. Me.
I mean, it kind of is.
Lester, what have you started?
It's like I said, it's only gonna matter for like the beginning and end of the game. But I'm so glad I got it just for the beginning.
Amber shaking her head in disapproval.
I'm just going back to my artwork now and pretend I'm never.
Oh, this is what everyone gets for calling me a dead man. Now I'm literally a dead man. And there's a death counter up. I've actually started a death counter. It's not with that, but man, what? How would this work if the game over screen just popped up now?
Put the Dark Souls you died screen on there.
Yeah, pretty much. And now a portal to Tron. It's like the first thing when first thought when they saw these portals, Tron.
Yeah.
Myself included.
Like we're going to Tron one. Tron. Gonna play discus.
Huh? Where's this booty?
Where's this booty? That, you know, it's so weird. Like, I understand the color filtration with this, but this always hurt my eyes.
Yeah, this was around the age of everything has to be brown. It got better with HD because of the bloom lighting, kind of fixed the coloring a bit, but man, it's still like very brown.
By the way, we got drug into the Twilight.
Conveniently, though, we have a Triforce in our hand. Which, the convenience? They never explain why Link really had it, besides he's just a hero. Other games, we gotta work for this thing. Like the original Zelda and Wind Waker.
No,
this is one of those
like
Links that just gets it.
I mean...
Also, I liked Okami too, Nintendo. This was like, I think a little bit after Okami. Like maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month or two. I'm actually looking it up.
You know, that's one of the reasons why I like this game so much. I like playing as the wolf.
Yeah. The wolf is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm looking up the release dates. The initial release for Okami was April 20th, 2006. The initial release for Twilight Princess was November 19th, 2006. So, yeah, Nintendo was inspired.
Oh, Nintendo was as inspired. Lester, they were released the same year.
I know, I'm just pulling it. They wouldn't have known at the time.
Like, oh my god, guys. They were released the same year. That they were working on it at the same time.
Yep. And the fun fact about this game, you can play this on a GameCube, a Wii, a Wii U, and an NVIDIA Shield TV if you're in China.
Yeah.
Because that's still like a weird partnership they did with NVIDIA.
I don't know why, but...
I mean, it makes sense. They're using their graphics technology in the Switch. But this is the first time since, I think, N64 days they put their games on something non-Nintendo. Hi, companion. I mean, Midna.
Oh, hi, Super Shadow, or Spyro, sorry. There's too many Super Shadows.
Yeah,
Oh,
got a lot of
the
those.
internet. No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Super Spyro. I was playing Sonic Adventure 2. I realized that one of my Chow's swim and fly stats weren't that high enough. That's how I kept losing in Chow Karate. I was focused more on the... At least I don't have to worry about it anymore. But
That's like
is,
the hard thing with stats, yeah.
You know what you could do? I don't know if you know this. There is a glitch in Sonic Adventure 2 where you can reuse animals over and over again.
Yeah, that's one of those glitches I always recommend people trying. It's actually pretty easy to do, too.
It helps so much. Get yourself a phoenix or a unicorn or whatever those rare animals action state. And, you can just keep like using the animals over and over and over and over.
Yeah, it's like you have to drop it right in
traps.
front of the Chow, but it has to be a couple inches away for it to work. But if you do that, just keep on giving it the same thing. That's how I did that when I 100%ed the game on like PS3 a couple years back.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I think that was the only time I've ever gotten all 180 emblems.
Yeah, same here. Like the only time I've ever really done that. I got close on GameCube, but I think it was all but the Chow stuff.
A ranking that game is hard as heck.
Yeah, there are certain missions that if you screw up one little thing, you're not getting the A. I mean, the mission ranking in general for a lot of games were really hard up until probably even Generations.
Yeah.
Because Generations is literally a cakewalk for ranks. You barely have to try to get S's.
Forces is a cakewalk too.
In both terms of the ranking system and the game.
You leave forces alone.
I like Forces. I mean, I understand the gripes that people have with it, but in the same sense, I don't think it's worth, like, their Sonic games came out just recently.
No.
I don't think it's, like, horrible. It's just like, it's a good game, it just could have been better. That's all
Pretty
I
much.
felt.
It's just one of those things where it's not terrible. Like
It's
a lot of
not
people apparently
awful.
want to make it out to be.
Yeah, it's not awful. I said it could have been, but it isn't.
I mean, my biggest complaint is more or less the length. It's very, very short.
It's
So
very
going back to
short.
replay it, like replaying the game is kind of a chore. If you're not just playing through the levels, getting the collectibles are a pain to deal with. I hate the collectibles in that game. The red rings are okay. The numbers to collect are either okay or really terrible. It depends on where they're laid out. I hate them on all the scrollers. Like
Yeah.
going down the waterfall, that's like the worst. And then, I hate the silver rings. The silver rings are terrible. They're just way too tight in timing. I've heard people say the infamous classic Sonic pinball stage. Like, that one's real bad for getting the silver rings. They barely give you enough time.
At least the DLC's all free.
Yeah, I'm glad they actually went back and
Glad
fixed that.
they decided not to do that.
Because honestly, charging $2 for something that's on the disc was a terrible idea to begin with.
I kind of had a hunch that they were just gonna keep it free, and I was right.
Yeah. I mean, imagine the bigger backlash they would have got if they didn't keep it free.
Yeah.
People were already upset when they were first hearing about that story. Which, speaking of which, we have not a confirmed release date, but at least got release year for that Sonic movie. It's like 2019.
Oh, okay.
I just hope the one thing they were rumoring out is not going to be true, was live action. I really hope that's not going to happen.
No. Well, you know what? I don't think so, because I think I don't know. There's no correlation.
Well, we
between
haven't
the two.
heard who's working on it, like we have with the Mario movie. That's the thing, so we don't know for sure yet. That's what makes me a little worried. I mean, I've seen like that live action Sonic fan-made movie, and if that's like what we have to look forward to from a production studio, I don't care how good they make Sonic look. That looks horrifying. You can't make a cartoon animal look real.
No.
I'm interested to see how the Mario movie's going to turn out, because Mario's plots, unless it's an RPG, is the most simplistic thing in the world. So how do you make that a movie? Oh, what the heck? I was trying to dash. I grabbed the skull, and then I got tackled. Alright, well, that's a death. Let's log that. I'm going to do my best to keep track.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all I really had to say.
Okay. I'm training. I'm playing Soul Silver right now because I'm trying to train up for Red. I'm at that point.
Oh
in the game.
yeah, that's gonna take a
bit. And I'm fighting the Elite Four again. Koga sends out a Stunk Tank in the rematch. And okay, all right. I was like, okay, all hell. Then my Heracross, he knows Earthquake. First turn, Stunk Tank is faster. Uses Dig.
Yeah, that's smart.
And I use Earthquake. Not only that, I was like, oh, okay, so doubled the damage of Earthquake. And then all of a sudden I saw critical hit. I was like, man, that thing is dead.
I mean, if it lives from that, I think that's going to be the bigger surprise.
Yeah, I was like, I'm surprised about that. I was like, holy crap. Although I'm almost done with Chow Karate, which is a good thing for me, the Chow race is a major problem. I hate Chow races.
Yeah, the Chow races are just kind of boring after a while.
It still take me a while to raise one of my Chow to a higher minimum, even though I had to do more than shard hunting in the levels. Not every stat has to be level 99, but they might as well be.
I mean, they're close. I think, like, in a speedrun sense, like the 180 emblem runs, I think they go not to 99, but to like 70 or 80. So even if you don't max out, you gotta get pretty dang close.
Yeah, I maxed out mine. Well, I didn't max out mine. I think mine was like late 80s, early 90s. When I was
The thing you really don't need to worry about actually is stamina. I think you're good with like 10 stamina. Because really all that does is it's really just good to get your Chow cheered on in a race, and that's about it. I don't think it does anything else. Because I was able to beat all that stuff with just 10 stamina.
Yeah, that was... But anyways, like I said, I was like, man, that Stunk Tank is dead. Holy crap. Like,
yeah.
Double damage. Earthquake is already strong.
Yeah, and then you do that, it's even worse.
It was super effective, so it's already doubled. And then, not only that, got a critical hit. So it's like 6 times damage. Like,
yeah.
Holy crap. Be surprised if you survive any of that.
I mean,
Jeez.
the only thing that would have made that worse is if you had like an X attack on it or something. Like, alright, if you want to go down individual values of what you got, my god, that's a lot of numbers.
Or if Terracross was a ground type and gets
oh god,
stabbed.
If you got stabbed, that would have been 8 times damage. Oh.
I think stab, if I remember correctly, doesn't double it.
Oh, isn't like 1.5 done?
1.5 damage. I'm such a nerd. I'm sorry. It's 1.5 times with stab.
Yeah, I know them feels.
But if you use a super effective move, it's 2 times. If it's a critical, it's 2 times. So, if you score a critical, that is. This is gonna be one of the parts I was worried you're gonna die because.
I mean, I did on the way up, which is the worst part.
The stupid bird enemies, yeah, those things.
It depends on just where they decide to fly. Or I could just do that.
Well, you died. Second death.
Yep. All because I held right a little bit more.
You know what's funny about all of this? You haven't even scanned in the Ganondorf amiibo yet.
I know, that's what I'm scared about. I played through the game with the Ganondorf amiibo when I first got TPHD in 2016. And it was okay, but to be fair, it was 100% in the game and it was normal mode. But that double damage still kind of scares you at some points. How's it going to feel when I quad that with no hearts? Ass.
Third death.
Oh, whoa. No, that's surprising though. If you fall down a pit, that's 2 hearts. So basically that means until I get a heart, I'm going to one-shot KO myself if I fall down a pit with the Ganondorf amiibo.
Oh my
I better
God.
wash myself in Forest Temple. See, like I said, all depends on where these guys go. So far, they're not going in a good spot. Now they're nowhere near me. See, big difference.
I knew you were gonna die a lot at this part because I hate this part.
Like, sometimes I get hit here and sometimes I don't. So it's weird. I was hoping this would have happened. Okay, not that part because he let go of the ledge. This part where I run in and they swarm the building but don't do anything.
Would ground do good against Toxicroak? It's poison.
Yeah,
fighting.
it's poison.
Well,
So you
no,
would still
that's
do
not-
super effective damage.
oh, well, wait a second. I'm thinking of rock. I always get rock and ground mixed up at some points because rock does no. It would do not very effective because rock is fighting is resistant to rock.
Yeah.
But I mean, 4 times weakness to psychic. I think I better use that. Hi, Zelda.
Yeah, they don't really try to hide this that long. A minute in, she says Zelda. I would love in this cutscene, he was trying to act like very serious to be a human, and then she starts petting him on the head or something, he starts wagging his tail. Like,
He
missed
can't help
opportunity.
it. He's an animal now, Lester.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm trying to be super serious. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, and now can you scratch my tummy next? I'll play fetch. The hero of Twilight plays fetch. So now, backstory. Zane
Lots
evil
of-
takes over world. The end. So we're gonna be here a bit for just that.
Unlike Sonic Adventure 2 is a neutral game. For me to play for the 100%. I've done it once before, I could do it again. So 2 has to be a new record. I kind of feel the same way because I've done it in Adventure 1 as well. 100% Adventure 1 as well.
Yeah,
I mean-
I haven't 100% that though. I think I did all missions, but I didn't do all like the extra emblem stuff.
I've been thinking about doing Adventure eventually. Channel, but
I need to, like, I was thinking at some point this year to do a Sonic game again on my channel. I was thinking probably do Adventure 2. I mean, I haven't done one in about
I mean, you did Adventure 2
two and a half
in
years
the
at this
race,
point.
so-
I've done the race stuff, yeah. So I did the game on my channel a handful of times with that, but in the same sense I handled the game with Adventure 1. Like, if I just cover everything, look at all the different modes, which I haven't done. Because I was either thinking that, or if I did another one, it would be colors maybe. Especially now that I have the frame ice, it'd be easier to capture from original Wii. I'm not giving up my GameCube controller. Yep, Princess of the Nation gives up. Well, we're screwed. That's how you know, actually, there's a big problem. Zelda always fought, and this is the one case she didn't. She couldn't do anything to save her people. Unless she sacrificed herself. So now everyone's sent to the Twilight Zone. Also, the castle's on fire. That's kind of a bad thing. How's there no fire damage after this?
Seymour! The castle's on fire!
Oh, Mom, this is Royal Borealis.
No, Mother, it's just the Twilight. I can't go a whole week without referencing Steam Hamden at least once now. God darn it.
I want a divorce.
You know, there's this new meme. Ever.
Because you're gonna be saying that meme under something.
It'd be in the vows somehow.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm not kidding.
Roar Borealis. Aurora Borealis!
And then everybody got confused and left.
At this time of year, this time of day, this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes.
So was that a yes for accepting the bride's hand in marriage, or?
You're not wrong, Lester.
Took you forever to finish Sonic Adventure 100% due to the Trials mission and Chow Racing being too difficult. Yeah, Chow stuff they made a lot easier for Adventure 2 because of the course.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I haven't 100% Adventure, but you have, and it is a challenge.
Yeah, it takes forever.
I remember still like 100% mission mode back on GameCube, and oh my god, that was a pain. Like that one mission in particular, I don't remember the numbers, like 50 something. The one where you have to get this very precise jump off a ramp in Ice Cap. It's terrible. If you miss it, you have to redo that entire snowboarding segment, which is like 2 minutes. It's so bad.
Did you see when you were going down the stairs and you noticed the light? Minna pulled on Link's ears to stop him.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah, I think Adventure 2 is a lot easier than 100%. Especially when you count the DX stuff for the original Sonic Adventure, it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
But even without it, it's still kind of a pain.
The reward's not worth it for 100%ing Adventure.
Metal Sonic is a nice little addition, but it's nothing really that special. While Green Hill is actually pretty interesting. I mean, this is at a time before Green Hill was in almost every game. So it was actually... Excuse me, that was a good throwback. Especially since it's the only time we had a proper Green Hill Zone recreation in 3D. Other games like Generations and Forces, they're just... I'm saying a castle, sorry. And Forces, they're recreations with modifications. Oh good, I'm hearing voices again.
Forgot to mention one thing. You're still a wolf.
Yeah, I mean, that's the worst part. Now, unfortunately for us, this spring can heal you. Not yet, though. That sucks. I think it's after you unlock the, like, spirit that's here, you can start healing.
So get out of it once you're there.
Pretty much. Usually if you need healing in this kind of situation I'm going to be in, I might just have to find a spring and just stand there for 5 minutes. It's a slow recharge. It's like half a heart a second or something like that. You know, when Minna says this, you have no choice to do what you say. If you're going the speedrun route, you would just go back into the Twilight Zone now. So, I don't have to listen to you. I can just leave. From what I've seen, it's a pain to do, though. I'm good. I'll go get my sword and shield. It takes 10 minutes. Oh, nope. That's the face of death. The slow face of death.
Squirrel.
It's just random. Because this is the point in the game where they're trying to say you can talk to animals for little hints, which doesn't really help all that much, to be honest. But the first thing that talks to you when you're here is a squirrel. Not the thing you would think would be the most helpful. But yet he tells you all the important facts. This guy, oh, I don't want to get near him because he will be a death threat.
Yeah,
that hawk does a lot of damage already. It's weird how the order you have to get this. You have to get the shield first and then the sword. So in repeated playthroughs, I would forget that. Rush for the sword. It's like, oh, where is it? It's not here. Yeah, Midna's like the most snappy individual for like the first half of this game.
Yeah, she is.
Like, she definitely has a lot of character development later, but in the beginning, she's just flat out mean all the time to anyone that's a human, and even you.
She only wants to use you as a tool there at the beginning.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're trying to...
I was trying to see if I can grab the
way.
ledge, because you have to, I think, to activate this to get Midna to go up there and let you do a jump, which is really weird. Because right here, you could jump if he wasn't looking down with a hawk.
Oh, you have to scare the guy, that's right.
Yeah, like I said, you have to do that, otherwise Midna won't let you jump. It's weird. That's why I was trying to see if I could just reach the ledge on my own. I think I've done it once. It's a very picky jump. Now, I think we can actually call the hawk back, but we can't really control it.
No, I think the hawk talks to you.
Yeah. It's there, I think, for just hints at that point. Oh, I hate this too. You gotta stand very far back on this table, otherwise, for some reason, Link tries to grab the ledge and falls off like an idiot. It looks kind of cheap, like it's made of wood. But it is one of a kind. If you lose this shield, it's gone forever. You can only get a wooden shield to replace it. Not an Ordon shield, just normal wood. It's not like Deku at that point, because the Deku shield, you can just buy another one. I mean, still, nothing's ever going to beat the Fairy Ocarina. When you get this important artifact you're never supposed to lose, as soon as you get the Ocarina of Time, you just kind of throw it out. You gotta feel bad for Saria. She gave that just for Link. Really wanted him to have something to remember her by, and he just chucks it after he gets the Ocarina of Time. That's a nice memory, but it doesn't send me back and forth through time.
It's a piece of potato. What am I thinking?
Yeah, pretty much. It does look like a potato. Now, if only we could use the sword and shield as a wolf, that would be amazing. Imagine him wielding the sword with his mouth. Oh, Cucko. It's a true form of human. He knows too much. Gotta kill it. For knowing my identity. And now we are the Cucko. Fear me. As I am chicken. Fear me. That's such a random detail, how you can just randomly control the Cuccos if you do enough damage. This is the one game they don't attack you, but you possess them.
It's like, I'm now a chicken.
It's so random. It's like a leftover thing from Wind Waker with the possessing from that game, but only with a chicken when you beat it up.
I don't know why.
It's so random.
It is weird.
Alright, so we still can't use the Amiibo yet, so I figured. I'm just trying to remember, like I said, I do remember it was when you got all the tiers in the first area here. So we're gonna probably be able to in the next half an hour use my Amiibo. Finally.
Only.
There's one rule I probably need to update for the information, but it's just one that's more or less just kind of self-implied. I'm not allowed to use any healing, I've already mentioned. So that also means the Zelda and Sheik amiibos I'm not allowed to use. But that wouldn't matter all too much because they're only one-a-day use. You see, you always forget things when you actually start. Tastes like darkness. Alright, so that's one of the 4 springs freed. It's weird, but they put 2 springs next to each other. Don't know what the goddesses were thinking that day. They must have got lazy. You got one on a mountainside. You got one in a lake area, and then you got 2 in a forest. We didn't know where to put the 4th one. Just kind of shoved it next to the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And how convenient the spirit here is a goat. In an area that has a bunch of goats. Like, you didn't see enough of them.
That's all that whooping you did.
Whoop, there he is.
Lester, did you really?
When you don't know what else to say and you make a bad pun.
Yeah.
Oh, brave youth. Just wait. I won't be brave yet. I'm not brave yet. Using the amiibo, I'll be a brave boy. Yeah, that one shadow beast just looked like he was looking for a flower or something. Did not look like he wanted to cause harm. He was just looking for something he dropped. Alright, so Spirit, why are you asking for my help? I'm a wolf. We're out of options. You just happen to have a sword and shield. You will do. Use your mouth, young one.
You're the hero. I can tell because, what, you got the Ward-on sword. Anybody who has it is automatically the hero.
You know, I was just supposed to be the delivery boy, right? This is actually a package.
I was supposed to just bring this to Hyrule Castle.
I mean, that's the whole point of the sword. It was supposed to be a delivery. But we stole it to use for our own purposes here. Desperate. Plus, they won't know. They don't know we're a wolf, right? That's what we have to hope for. It's not like we can transform in front of them. I mean, literally, we can't. Minden will allow it. Which sucks when you go in town as a wolf, because you can never transform back. And it's the worst if you need the warp. Alright, so see, now we freed this spirit, I can actually regain health just by standing here. So, that's not going to be that big of a difference, honestly. It's only going to help maybe in later parts of the game.
Man, my nose has been driving me later.
Bad allergies today, I'm guessing.
Oh, I think it's just the cats.
Yeah, I can understand that. Especially coming from someone who is allergic to cats. Man, the woods look a lot more brown than they used to. Is that the Mask of Ordon?
The Mask of Ordon. Oh my gosh.
I mean, she's actually right with this. The sword can't slay creatures of Twilight. So it's kind of useless at this point. Yeah, I'm really upset at you, but the same time. That wind feels good to my ear. Ooh, it's in my sensitive spot. My tail's waggling. I seriously would love to see that. Just Link just go into his inner dog side with the wolf. Alright, now it starts to become the more challenging parts.
I'm waggling my tail because I'm happy. It's like, I gained this tail. I must use it.
Must waggle. Says the Wii version.
Okay, so after you beat this, you can use your Ganondorf
After
amiibo.
this, because still, if I pause, there's no amiibo symbol yet.
Well, I hope so, because you died 3 times still on the way over here.
I know, that's still embarrassing. Because 2 of those deaths were in the same spot. So I was like, yeah, the real challenge begins there. So that's bad, because I'm already having a challenging run.
Now, these guys are gonna do like 2 hearts of damage.
Yeah. The worst part about this fight is you can't kill them all at once. You can actually do that with your spin attack. Minda doesn't care. At all.
No, Minda's like, I gotta do force tutorial.
Pretty much. That's why she leaves you. You have to knock these guys down and have one of them at least live. So because of that, you can still kill all 3 at once with a spin attack. One will randomly always live. You have to use this engulfing attack.
I think that's actually kind of funny. There we go.
I almost got whacked in the head, too. Like, one of them was just about ready to hit me, and I barely had enough time to move away. You only have a set amount of time to use that little engulfing attack.
Oh, by the way, whenever you get the Ganondorf amiibo and you have to fight for those, they're gonna kill you in 1 hit until you get them.
Wait, fight what? Because you broke up on the enemy name of all things.
I'm sorry. When you get to use the Ganondorf amiibo and you have to fight another one of those shadows.
Oh god, yeah.
They're gonna kill you in 1 hit. I hope
Probably.
you realize that.
Probably if they do 2 hearts of damage at this point.
If they do 2 hearts of damage and use the Ganondorf amiibo, it's gonna do 4 times. Or it's gonna do 4 hearts, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So even though I'll be picking up the heart after this fight in Forest Temple, that's not enough.
Nope. And it's gonna suck.
Yeah, huh? I'll know that for sure. So this is one major thing they changed about Twilight Princess HD. They removed the amount of tiers in each area. It's like 12 now. And the tiers don't fly nearly as high as they used to. So as soon as they spawn, you can kind of grab it. I think there's some areas that you originally went in, like the original releases of Twilight Princess, you can flat out ignore in HD.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because there's no tiers.
They don't have the tiers anymore.
Yeah, so there's some areas you just don't bother with anymore when you're doing the tier hunting.
You bonked your head on the wall.
That usually happens. Whenever you try to use Midna's gulping attack, you usually whack something. That's not a bug.
Oh, hold on just a second. Oh.
Let's say don't drop that mic. That one heavy.
Well, it's just... I'm sinking where I'm sitting.
Yeah. Let's say just make sure you don't do that. That'd be worse.
Yeah.
Thank goodness there's no bugs in this cave, because I could just skip it altogether.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I could just immediately dig right here and I'm at the end. Very convenient shortcut.
That's a shortcut? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they put a shortcut there because there's nothing here as wolf. That's a lot of pink smog. That's more purple. That's a lot of purple smog.
What? We need to indicate the poison bog. Color purple!
I mean, it's usually the color poison in most stuff, so I'm not surprised.
Can you actually take damage from that?
Yeah, if you fall in, it warps you out, and you take, I think, like a harder damage or something like that.
Oh gosh, okay.
Which, if that's true for like normal mode, that's like 2 hearts for me. I don't remember how much you take, but it's a decent amount.
I just have to realize it's like, yeah, this is like 2 hearts for me.
Yeah, it's like, that thing that was nothing in a normal playthrough, it's kind of the bane of my existence in this playthrough.
You know what was annoying? And because it's my OCD, the fact that you had to miss that heart piece early at the very beginning.
Yeah, because it's one of the easier ones to get. It's like right there.
Luckily, I don't think any of the heart pieces are missing.
No.
You always get it.
Like, every single thing you can do in this game, I believe, you still have a chance to do it later. It's not like other games in the series where, yeah, it's one and done. It's not like Ocarina with, like, the whole mass side quest.
I don't think there's any missable stuff in the Zelda series anyways.
Yeah, there is. There's that Deku upgrade in Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
And that's more because of a coding error. And the only reason why you can miss the one Deku upgrade from the mass trading side quest thing is just because, for some reason, the Poacher Saw gets rid of it. I mean, to be fair, this is the same game that has a value of, like, one of the early game cutscenes taking you to the final boss area for some reason, so...
Yeah.
They had a technical mess with their numbering in that code.
Oh yeah, Ocarina was held together by,
Rubber bands at that point?
Yeah, because
yeah.
it snapped back into the wrong place.
I mean, everything else is held together by duct tape, but Ocarina is held together by rubber bands.
Yeah,
I would
pretty much.
actually not say rubber bands, I would say scotch tape.
Well, the rubber band's accurate only because it keeps on snapping back in your face. It's always something new that's smacking you in the face. I mean, the community finds new things every day. I still think one of my favorite weird glitches that doesn't make any sense is you can get light arrows in Deku Tree.
What?
And a blue potion.
Why?
I don't get it. Apparently, like, if you play, I think, in particular, like, the GameCube version, or maybe in, like, a Virtual Console version, there's a weird bug they added to that one for some reason. If you, like, hold an item above your head, but don't get the prompt for it, and you open up a treasure chest, you get a new value stored in game code, which usually means, like, a bottle or arrows. It's weird, and it makes no sense. I think I have a video of me playing around with that on GameCube, so I just randomly get arrows.
Oh, here we go. It's
Yep.
the moment of truth.
So this is now when I can use an Amiibo. Only took an hour and a half, but here we go. We can finally use this piece of plastic. So created by Ward of Light. I can actually see where I'm walking. You try walking around the nighttime with no lights on.
It's a
one
monkey.
long tail.
He's supposed to be a lemur.
Yep. I don't even think a lemur has a tail that big.
No, I don't think any animal has that big. Well, no, peacock does.
I was gonna say, yeah. It's probably the closest.
Of all the animals I could have used as an example,
Yeah.
peacock.
That's like
Really,
the first
Matthew?
thing.
First thing that pops in my head is a peacock. I don't know. I've always liked peacocks.
Now, I would love to see like a mod of this game where when this cutscene plays, Link is wearing a stupid outfit. Like, you mod in like iron boots and then magic armor for this. Look at
Are
your
you just
form.
modding-
What the hell am I wearing?
Are you just modding Waluigi?
I mean, I would not be surprised if someone does that. They did with Ocarina years ago. You're the hero chosen by the gods. You're a dead man. Brave dead man.
Brave dead man.
That's an oxymoron. It's a forbidden power, and it costs you $12.99. You must scan it. This is a nice looking glove. It even has a nice satchel on the back. Alright, well, after Minna talks, I know what I'm doing.
Truth.
Yes, I never explained the significance of why it's a wolf, of all things he turns into. But the reason why he does is because of Twilight.
Because Twilight, for some reason, makes it so that...
He can't keep a human form, but for some reason Zelda can. She also has a Triforce.
Yeah,
Alright,
really.
so there. The Amiibo function has been enabled. It only took you an hour and a half, and we now decided to turn it on. So now look at the gamepad. You guys can't see this. So
Look at the
you wanna
gamepad!
yeah, look at that. Isn't it great? So, do you want to take double the damage? This effect will last until you quit the game or you receive a game over. Which means if I get a game over, I just have to pause the game and scan again. There are the purple hearts. Here we go.
Alright, moment of truth. Let's see how much he died to this Deku.
Yeah, if that happened, I would have been real upset. Like, I just started.
I want to show it off, man. There's our favorite lantern man. With his parrot.
A couple of them. I mean, his head is a literal nest.
Small key. You mean using the dungeon? No, just for my game. No.
Yeah, I can't even afford this bottle anyways right now. I gave you the land for free, man. Yeah, but I can't afford this. Now watch, I'm gonna get sideswiped by one bat. I'm gonna lose a full heart. When these keys are gonna come, or you know, in Majora's Mask terms, bad bat. Oh no, Deku Baba.
It's just a heart damage. That's all it does.
Well, because those things normally do a quarter heart. With hero mode in Ganondorf, that's a full heart now. That's double. Double on double. Or do you like double on double action?
Double on double.
Alright, monkey. Waste all my lantern oil, please. Which is actually funny if you come in here with next to no lantern oil. This thing should have burnt out like minutes ago by the time you get near the end. While you're staring off in the dreamland. Yeah, that's a nice little Kirby over there. He comes out in a couple weeks.
Man, I can't wait for that.
Same. I thought it was going to be the 10th, but apparently I was like a week off.
Yeah.
I think it's coming out on like the 16th of March. So in a couple more weeks.
Now we just need to know when Yoshi's coming out.
Yeah, because I haven't talked about that since E3. This is the slowest moving monkey in existence.
So many monkeys all around me. So many monkeys.
How many do I see?
How many do I see?
I'm right here! I hate when he does that and he won't move.
Have to use my slingshot for all weapons.
I mean, use it now, because as soon as I get the bow and arrow in the next dungeon after Forest, it's shelved for life. That's like the major issue Twilight Princess had compared to the other games. You used one item for maybe 1 or 2 dungeons and then retired it. Like, the spinner is one of the most interesting and unique items in this game, but you don't use it for that much stuff, unless you're 100% in the game.
It's like Pokemon. You fall in love with that Pokemon and...
Yeah, we used Flash in that one dungeon area, never again.
Yeah.
Also, why is he doing this? Come on, go, 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 go. You're wasting my lantern oil.
My speedrun is ruined.
It just stands there with no fog around, wails the thing. Why? I don't know, it just wants to really waste time. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt your conversation?
Did I ruin things?
I'm so used to cutting down bushes at this point for a heart, and that's just gonna be a waste of time.
Yep.
Alright, so I don't get pecked, I'm just gonna pay him.
Here's your money.
How much was this again? 20, okay.
Thank you. Come back.
Next time I come back, I'm gonna put something in your cage to attack. I know
All
this
right,
dude.
this is the mandatory.
The only one you can't skip out of all the hidden skills.
Or whatever.
Okay.
You say that, you get hit, you almost die. Like, well,
Right, well,
I'm never
just
gonna
gonna-
do that.
I'm just gonna take this nut. I gotta drop my nuts. This is my tech nut.
My nut.
Hi, Majora's Mask, Ocarina Link. It's been confirmed. This is the Link that just got lost in the Lost Woods and became a Stalfos.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah, that Link had the hardest life out of all of them. Because he was
Same
supposed to be sent
Permanent.
back in time just to live his life, and then he ends up becoming this.
Actually, I don't think he, No, it wasn't that. He was continuing searching for Navi,
Yeah.
and after Majora's Mask, and then after that, he kind of just gave up and went back to Hyrule and became a knight.
He might have at one point, yeah, but
And
he
then-
also would probably got lost a little too long, too, because they don't say how long, but if you stay in the Lost Woods for too long, you're guaranteed to become a Stalfos.
I know, but that's what I think the Hyrule Historia says that.
Okay, because I know they flat out confirm it in Hyrule's story that this is that same Link.
Yeah,
This
this
is why he
is
knows
the
so
Link
much.
goes back to become a knight in the army, and that's why he gained a lot of skills over the years.
Yeah. And this is the only one we're ever learning. He has a lot of other useful ones too, like Shield Bash, and you can roll around your enemies. Fatal Blow is one of the best ones. We won't see a single one. Which sucks, because some of those are really helpful. Shield Bash is one of the worst, especially on Wii. That just didn't work on Wii. Never met motion control to a nunchuck. It ends poorly.
That interested you guys.
Nope. That dungeon. And here we go. Dungeon time. I swear, if I get
Yeah.
killed by the keys before you even get through the front door. Now let's go collect all those Miiverse stamps and use them on Miiverse. Oh, wait.
Oh, Lester.
That item was very short-lived. It only got used for like a year and a half. And now, can't use it. This kind of sucks. It was cool they went back and changed certain treasure chests to use the Miiverse stamps in this. I will give them that. Because some chests were very useless for going out of your way. Like one in particular in like the Fire Temple, like the next dungeon. In the original Twilight Princess, you went back there just to grab it. You needed like the hookshot for it, and it was just a 50 rupee or something like that. It was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
But then they replaced it in this one with the Miiverse stamp.
At least that makes sense.
Yeah. Because it's something you have to go out of your way for, so they made it a little more worthwhile. So I'm probably going to want to swap my slingshot to Y, because I keep on pressing that, and I'm getting fishing pole. I'm so used to Y being like my attack items. Honestly, I should probably put fishing pole on just R, the one I'm never going to use.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, I should take it off, but you can't take this stupid thing off. Unless I replace it with a bottle, it's gotta stay. Alright, first roadblock. This thing. Sometimes he just does not let you attack. Hey, Sculpture.
Sculpture, sorry.
Seen so many of you guys in Ocarina. Flashbacks. Now that's a bomb shoe of some kind in this game. I can't remember what they officially call in this one, but it's the bomb shoe of this world. Because it does move like a bomb shoe when you get the item. Monkey, you're impatient. I'm opening the treasure chest. It still waves you in the cutscene.
Like, come here, Blake!
But map. Map. So if I wasn't doing something that can kill me in one shot, if I jump off a cliff, I could show you can get the boomerang here early, but again, I don't want to kill myself.
I don't want to kill myself.
Gonna do that enough with just the enemies. And then he smacks his rear end at us. The biggest taunt. Stupid baboon. Minda's just so upset about monkey fighting. Alright, so take a look at those bridges. They're stable now, so let's talk to... Oh, wait. Actually, they're moving. Okay. Now that they're stable, let's talk to Minda. And now look at the bridges. They move again. You can trick the bridges to move all the time by just talking to Minda. It's how you can get over to getting the boomerang a little earlier than you should.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's a weird little quirk about this I don't get at all. And when we get the boomerang, I'm going to show this off, but for some reason, I don't know how they did it, but they added a glitch back into Twilight Princess with the HD version. It moved for Wii, and then somehow brought back for HD. How do you do that?
I know why, is because they used the engine from the GameCube version to do the...
Pretty much. Well, they used like a combination of both. But they really, I think, leaned on the GameCube version for the engine. I'm gonna just get Uku just as a safety net. In case I gotta stop for whatever reason, we'll have Uku.
Uku.
I always love getting Uku for the first time, because Link's expression is just priceless.
It's like, what the fuck is this thing?
What seventh center of hell this thing crawl out of? Now, I don't like Uku as much as Forest Wind in Ocarina. It does the exact same thing, but as soon as you set foot back in the dungeon, Uku goes back in your pocket. That was the biggest thing I love about Forest Wind. You set up a warp point and then you use it later in the same dungeon. But you can't do any shortcuts like that in Twilight. Uku does not allow it. It's only as like a good get back into dungeon card. I use it like once if I'm going for hard pieces for like the water temple area, like lake bed. Just because as soon as I get everything done there, I'll just grab like the... Oh, come on.
Well,
Jump attacks are not good.
Fourth death.
Use Uku to get hard piece early is what I'm trying to say before I kill myself. Shake it off, Link. It's okay. We're right here.
Back at the dungeon entrance.
No, luckily not.
Oh wait, they just respawn you back at the beginning.
Yeah, you whenever you fail like that, you always just go back to the previous room you died in. So here, just go back to the same room. Also, how you like my nut?
You like my nut?
It's like immediately dead. One of my favorite things is to shoot it down out of the air, because then you just plummet it into the water instead. I always hate how that cutscene ends. Also, I just realized, hang on. This has got to be a muscle memory after a while. I didn't activate the Ganondorf amiibo yet. Now I did. Every time I die, I have to do that, so it's gonna get annoying later. It's the one amiibo that's not one-a-day use. You can use it whenever, but to always constantly use that after your game over is a little annoying. Because like I mentioned earlier, this is what I used when I first played the HD port of this game back in 2016. It made the normal mode a lot more challenging. So I always just did that anyways. Because this game is kind of easy anyways. So giving yourself the double damage does give it a little more challenge. And then you got this mode, which is asking for punishment.
It's just asking for trouble.
Monkey.
You monkey! Trying to free him just by pulling on it.
I mean, that is what a monkey would do.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Yeah, there's a monkey in the cage, but there's also a rupee in a chest. Priorities. Yes, I know, I'm trying to roll. This thing gives you the hint of rolling, but I didn't want to talk to it. Of all the things, this monkey holds its butt after it rolls head first into this pole. That's not what would hurt first. Same for that one. Although my butt may hurt after I fall that high. I dropped a rupee. I thought I saw no chest down there. I was gonna say, there's only one in this room. Alright, so I'm done here for now, so I'm just take a quick dip down here. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Okay. I think this is one of the chests they changed. So this is probably going to be our first stamp, which is kind of useless, but I at least want to show it off. There it is.
Oh,
that's a nice thing, but yep, it's going to just kind of dry out of zinc, unfortunately.
Can't use it no more.
Yeah. I don't even think the modding scene would be interested in even adding that back in. Because modding would usually add in online functionality for a game if it's dead. I doubt that scene's going to add in social media. At that point, we'll just still use what we have nowadays, like Facebook and Twitter. Which, in a sense, is kind of what killed Miiverse anyways. It's like, if any site is not established nowadays, it's kind of hard to exist.
Unfortunately. Because there probably could be something better than Facebook and Twitter if somebody really wanted to do it.
I mean, true. I mean, that's the biggest argument people said for years about YouTube, and still are. Because, yes, there could be much better platforms than just that. But no one's ever really wanted to come close to competing. I mean, in a sense, I think the closest we're getting so far is what Twitch is trying to push for now with their video production feature. But it's not the same.
Maybe one day.
This is true. And Google can actually start trying. I mean, there's one thing they're doing right now I absolutely hate. Because they're getting rid of the search by image feature on Google Images. I hate that. So much.
Why are they doing that?
I don't get it. There is actually an extension now you can use to add it back into Chrome. So at this point, it's kind of a required extension if you're trying to look for pictures.
Google, are you drunk?
Probably.
No, seriously. Why would you do that? Because everybody uses that feature.
Yeah. Oh, this is the way to get back. I mean, I could go for boomerang early, but... You know what? We'll try it once. Because if I die, then that's my attempt. This is the hardest part. Oh, especially when I have this problem. No. Not jumping now. How are you here? Hello, wind? This is the one time it's not gonna change with Midnight talking, is it? Which is random. There it goes. The keys! Oh, I'm just gonna die from the keys alone. Okay, no, that's not what I want. Oh, I know what I need to do. I remember now. I need the platform to move again. You need like walk onto the stupid guardrail for some reason. Like you have to actually get in the guardrail. I gotta wait. Okay, it's over here. Oh, okay, we tried. Let's go. You can get it early. I'm not doing it. Death 5. That was a nice nap. The one thing I'm thankful for with this kind of run is I don't have to worry about the 2 heart pieces in each dungeon. It's like the one random thing they did about this game. Not sure I really like heart pieces in dungeons, to be honest.
You don't think so?
It's more or less because it's easier sometimes to miss them in a dungeon. Especially because a lot of them you have to backtrack for, and you don't think about doing it. So it just kind of feels weird. Not a bad thing, it's just like, I don't know, it feels a little weird. It's the only game I think in the series that's done that. I believe this room is another one of those cases with the heart piece you have to backtrack for. The one here, I believe you need the boomerang to get to. You can't do it now. I still remember when I did my playthrough this years ago on YouTube for 100%, the hardest thing about routing that game for collecting everything was just getting the pose. The pose is the most annoying thing in this game to collect. Only because there's no day and night like transition until a certain part of the game, which still happens to be the very ending. And that's real bad. We don't get any kind of like Sun Song or Song of Passing in this one. And it's the one thing I really miss. Don't mind a dead spider outside. You're free.
Okay.
I'm so happy that's dead. Man, some of these pots feel so empty without hearts anymore.
Right.
It's like, man, it definitely should be something falling out of this pot. Wait. At this rate, I might need someone to scream Ganondorf every time I get a game over screen. That's gonna come a muscle memory after probably the first session at least. The monkey's trying to point at something through my rear. You know I can't see that. I don't have eyes behind my head.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Up, you're on this
Dead.
boss.
Dead.
Did he die while I was gone?
Yep. Because I was
How many?
trying to be stupid and get the Gale Boomerang a little early. I only died once. Because I only
Of course
attempted it
you
once.
did.
I can remember how to do it. I was trying to show it off, but I didn't remember the time to jump on the other bridges. I mean, it doesn't matter. It only saves you maybe 5 minutes at the most.
Yeah, it just saves you 5 minutes.
I mean, to a speedrunner, that's like a year.
How many monkeys do I see? How many monkeys?
Boy, we'll hurry up to get out of the forest temple so there will be less monkeys. Yeah, I'm gonna do this just to be safe. I'm not getting the heart piece, but I'm gonna kill the enemy in front of it, so when I jump down, it doesn't just suck me in. These things have deceptively huge hitboxes. You can be nowhere near it, and it still grabs you. I don't get it.
I think I know why they do that. It's because they don't want you jumping across it like
Well,
that.
for that one in particular, yeah, they don't want you just sneaking behind it. Because you can still, I think, get grabbed by that when you're a good 5 feet to the left. Now, I can't open the door with 4 monkeys in my way.
Look who Lane's got on it.
He's a cheater.
Yeah, he's a cheater, pumpkin eater.
Can't remember what his team was besides, like, half Dragonite.
Well, I mean, like, in the rematch, it isn't half Dragonite anymore. He starts
yeah,
all
that's
with the Salamans now.
Top us off by, like, maybe an inch. Let's open the door. Now for mini-boss. Which honestly is not that bad.
No,
The only
this
thing I
boss.
really have to worry about is the boomerang.
Yeah. This boss is easy.
Yeah. Because if he
Mr.
knocks down those
Slap,
Deku Babas from the top, that's the only major problem I'm really going to have. You know, like those.
Yeah.
I can just ignore these first two, or just kill them now. It doesn't matter.
Mr. I slap the ass.
That makes me miss my horse. I want back this booty.
Lester! I miss my horse.
Oh! Get off me.
I want to smack that ass.
That's a lot of damage. I think one more cycle like that, and I'm good. Yeah, there you go. 2 cycled. Good.
I want to just slap that ass.
It's what it does, really, just to taunt you. And now we killed the tick. It's like the only time you see one of those bugs that always holds the tears of light in the real world.
Yeah.
Because you never get a good look at those things in normal world. Only Twilight. And this is weird because it's the only time in the game where an item talks to you. Also, that texture is glitching the heck out. Whoa.
Yeah, what the heck? That's weird.
This is the only time it talks, too. So, on the Fairy of Winds, that will be mute for the rest of my journey. Although, this is a nice upgrade for Link and Smash. Now I can pull my foes towards me.
So I can do my amazing combo skill on them.
Yeah.
Instead of like Mario pushing it away with the flood.
Which is
I don't know,
the biggest
that does...
tease when you push someone off an edge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be awkward. Swap the button. I have to press the R button to throw it, and then ZR to do the lock. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that is weird.
I think one more time of throwing it, I'm good. It's weird how this takes 3 throws to open it up because we had the same issue in the Wind Waker dungeon like this. It's 1 throw with your boomerang. Come on. Obligatory pacing. Come on. No. Oh, Minna, please. Fix the bridge. Thank you.
Lance has a guard chomp because who doesn't have a guard chomp in 4th gen?
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
Who does?
Besides you at some points.
Yeah, I mean, like, even 4th gen, I can't play Platinum without my guard chomp, because I like guard chomp a lot.
It is a really good Pokemon. Tournament banned for a reason.
Yeah. Too high of attack, too good of typing.
I think its Mega Form broke it even more.
No, it didn't. It actually kind of weakened it a little bit.
Really?
The reason why? Do you want to know the reason why? They lowered his speed. That was it.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Mega Garchomp is 10 points less in speed than normal Chomp. But they beefed his attack up.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a little more broken, because I know he was more powerful.
Yeah, he's not... Trust me, normal Garchomp competitively is better than Mega Garchomp. I know that's kind of hard to believe. Because Mega Garchomp is a little bit slower than his counterpart. And I'll tell you one thing, competitively, you want to have a Pokemon that has high speed, otherwise you're going to die.
Yeah, that's the big thing about the competitive scene, because if it's a slow Pokemon, it's just not useful. So this is like an interesting thing that the compass can do. It's really only for this dungeon, but it can track monkeys. So track specific items to find. No other dungeon has a collectible you have to worry about.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that nice little thing that's added, but it's also kind of useless because it's barely touched. Oh wait, go back. I almost forgot. I need to get my boss key, big key, whatever the hell it's called. They keep on changing it. His boss key ends 64 days, and starting with Wind Waker is big key.
Yeah.
Which I don't get why they changed the name.
I don't either.
You know, at some angles we can actually see in that chest and there's nothing. So where's this come from?
I don't know.
Look, I made a big key up here. Yeah, we're doing this now. This monkey really wants to go ahead, but I don't. I'll just let him take a nap on the side.
Go to sleep.
Fuck the sleep.
Read by Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep. The best reader.
Can you actually jump on and break it, or do you have to use a
No,
ladder?
you can't. I'm trying to remember which hole you always have to go down, because I always pick the wrong one. And it's going to be even weirder here, because I'm playing it in mirror. Last time I played it was opposite.
What?
I think it's this.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. That was the worst one. That might have killed me, actually.
I think
Yes,
might-
it did. Aw, he died.
He's
Well,
like,
I was gonna
man,
suck on
I
his
wanted
neck."
to taste that.
I gotta remember this and
That
actually scan again.
That decision killed him.
Pretty much. This is the wrong hole. And this is why I decided for this entire playthrough I'm just gonna be playing with gamepad. Because of the Ganondorf Amiibo. Well, that and
There's a
gyro.
Pro controller. I don't think the Pro Controller has the
No,
Yeah,
they didn't do that
pretty
into
fun.
Switch.
Switch.
I mean, the Wii U Pro Controller is really good, but it didn't have all the extra features that the gamepad did, so that's why in certain games it's just kind of useless. I mean, it sucks nowadays because I look back at my Wii U collection, and I can't really think of many games I would actually go on my way to use the Pro Controller with, because most of them, if I go back to the system, require gamepad. If they don't, then usually it's like maybe use a Wiimote or like a GameCube controller or something like that. Like when I go back to play Pikmin, I'm not going to be using the gamepad. I'll just be using it as a map. At that point, I'll be using the Wiimote nunchucks. I'm not using my Pro Controller. I don't know if that game even supports the Pro Controller. It might. That's at least the one major thing I give Switch, because some games you would have thought support Pro Controller and Wii U never did.
Yeah.
Which kind of bugged me. And then others, like, it does support it, but it half supports it, because then you also have gamepad stuff slapped in there. One of the biggest things is Mario 3D World. That game, it's a great for control on Pro Controller, but then when you gotta do the Captain Toad stuff, it's a pace breaker. If you're not using gamepad, it's the worst. I will say though, because I'm playing Bayonetta on the Switch in portable mode a lot right now, and it's actually nice because I did that a lot with the Wii U version on gamepad, so it's nice to actually be able to play the thing wherever I am and not worry about a disconnect. That was a big deal I had with the Bayonetta 1. I'll be playing it late at night, lay in my bed, on the Wii U gamepad, and I have to lay in the most awkward position to keep it connected. Not a problem with the Switch.
Not a problem with Switch at all.
Although I hate mashing when I have to do all my climax attacks on the Joy-Cons though. The buttons are too small for my fingers to mash.
Can't mash fast enough.
I've gotten some 40s and even some like 30 Halos at some points because of that. I'm so used to a bigger button for that game.
Whee! Blows up wall.
It's like one of the only times you really need to do that in this game too, but it's so fun just to use a bomb on a wall. And also to do this. Oh no, it doesn't eat it. I forgot it doesn't do that. For some reason it won't if you don't throw it in its mouth. Where did I get the extra roll from? That was weird. So bonk. Okay, good. It retracts. Not time for munching.
Not time for much. Throw. Hope for the best.
And monkey. Monkey doesn't even really think as much. Claps his hands once and then runs.
He's like, oh, I gotta catch up.
That's this
Too
monkey.
fast.
Don't get up. I have an idea. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be very stupid. So get ready to add to that death counter.
Uh-oh. Especially since you only have 1 heart left.
Well, pretty much if I jump down a pit. 3 hearts, 1 pit. That means death. It worked. We live. That looked like it was close enough to jump.
You almost...
If I didn't do the jump attack, I would have died. Link, put away your sword. Why does he roll? Rolls are very sensitive in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, so... Oof.
Yeah.
Because in Ocarina Majora, it wasn't as bad because you would have to always put away your fairy. Now you can do whatever you want there, worm.
You can just roll around there. Is that really how good way you can stun those guys?
Yeah, you can always use the Gale Boomerang to stun it.
Gale Boomerang for that.
Yeah, the Gale Boomerang is one of the most useful items in the game. Luckily, it's one of those items you don't shelf after the first dungeon. Unlike other items.
Maybe that's why people were fond of it.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think that's why a lot of people preferred Okami when that came out this time instead of this game. Because when it first came out, people were like this, but after a while, people were really saying the item usage in Okami was way better. Which I will agree with, because you use everything at all times.
Yeah.
Like the very first ability you get, the Sunrise, you use every chance you get. Oh! Dang, headbutt.
Ow.
I think this is like a 20 or something. Oh, that's a stamp. I keep on forgetting that. So I'm so used to all these just to be rupees, and they're not. That's the wrong way. We got our first boss coming up, and I got my bottles ready. Because there's a fairy out here, and I'm going to take it.
Only time you're going to.
Well, I'm allowed fairies, because otherwise we'll be here all day for every boss. So, for the sake of keeping the streams moving, we're going to allow 1 fairy in a bottle. That monkey looks like he's eating an invisible sandwich.
Invisible sandwich.
It doesn't look like it. Looks like he's hungry for sandwich. Alright. Well, I don't want to take the monkey route. I'm going to be stupid here and show this off. Nope.
Well, guess what? Game over.
It's been a while since I've done this, so I was expecting that. Monkey death. Don't remember the timing for it, but it's when your boomerang's over a pit, you can kind of just do a jump attack. It's weird. Like that. There it is.
Now you're on the
Although
spot
I'm kind of stuck. If he keeps on sliding, that'd be a problem. Okay. No Link. Bad Link. Good Link.
Good Link. You're not supposed to be ever up there.
Nope. Nope. And you can tell with how this game fights you. Like, there's a lot of slopes up here. And also the pop-up. And there you go, made it. So you can kind of use that to skip the monkeys altogether, and there's a lot more cases of that. So now that we're over here, just scan Ganondorf before I forget. Hey Chris, how you doing? Did I die intentionally? No. Oh yes, yes. That was the plan. Definitely. You guys didn't see that.
No, he was trying to do something stupid and he just died because of the
Yeah,
result of
it wasn't intentional. It's just me being stupid. So let's think and restore up to
I don't
8
know if
hearts.
that's a death counter.
That's up to 8 hearts. So later game, that's not gonna be that helpful. And by later game, I mean like near the end. There's only one though. We got time for our Goma of the game. Although this thing's way harder than Goma, which is not saying
Yeah,
much.
this thing's harder than Goma. I don't... This is a good first boss, even though
It is,
it's...
honestly.
Goma, like, I understand he's intentionally supposed to be weak, but... Man, you can one-cycle that guy.
Yeah, you can. You really can. So, they really dumbed it down only because of first dungeon boss, but the rest of the series doesn't have that problem. Although, when you look back at the original Zelda, and then look at the Ocarina of Time version of that same enemy, night and day difference in difficulty. Goma's way harder than Zelda 1. Oh, the dang bomb hit the tentacle. I love the boss music in this game, though. It's really good.
Yeah. Eat this!
Well, that was an easy boss fight. We're done. Easier than Goma. Nah, that's only phase 1. Phase 1's a joke. Why does it sound like there's a bomb next to me? Oh god. Is that what I think is gonna happen? Okay, good. At least the cutscene moves me forward. I think there's a bomb that got dragged over to me. If the
Fighting
cutscene didn't
Zan-
move me over, this would have killed me then.
Fighting Zan is fun. Just wait until Lester has to get there with his
I called
cripple-
it. I called that there was a bomb there.
with his crippling depression. That's what I'm going to call this.
It's not hardcore mode anymore. We're just gonna call it the Crippy Depression Edition.
Twilight Princess Crippling Depression Edition. I have crippling depression.
Some monkey with the booty decides to lend a hand.
Oh, lend a hand. I mean, just lend a hand to smack that ass.
You actually caused me to mess up my drawing because of that.
I'm sorry.
Perfect. Ow, jeez, that does 2 hearts worth of damage.
Ow.
Yeah, one more attack like that and I'm dead.
So,
That's
It
insane.
does half a heart normally.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Oh, now he goes away. Well, that's bad. Good.
Wait, what?
What?
There's an Until Dawn prequel?
Wait, it's a prequel to that game? I didn't think it would get a prequel.
Prequel to Until Dawn.
What is it called?
The Impatient.
The Inpatient? Oh, that's that VR game that.
Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, that's probably why we haven't heard of it.
I thought it was just made by the same studio.
It says it's a prequel.
Oh.
All right, give me the heart. I need the health. These are the only hearts I'm allowed to get, and every time I see one, I'm gonna be happy. You know, you can kill yourself in this room if you come back with iron boots.
Really?
Yeah, the water has a bottomless pit in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of random. Because I don't think that water down there has a bottom at all. It's just really weird.
This is mine now.
You can't use it anyways. You pick up the heart container. You don't want to tell me what to do. This is not Link to the Past. It's not required.
Wait, the heart container's required?
Yeah, if you don't pick up the heart container, you don't pick up the thing that you need at the end of the dungeon. Whether it be one of the little crystals for your princess or like the medallion things.
So you essentially can't do a
like a 3-heart run.
3-heart run.
Yeah, I think that's the only game in the series where it's impossible to do a 3-heart run. Also, why does my Wii U time still have it for February 9th? Why does it never save your time if you unplug the system? The rogue dead man. How many times you died there?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't get this. My Wii has been saving better time than my Wii U. Like, I don't get what's going on with that. It's not the battery internally that's bad. I know that for a fact, so it wouldn't be saving time, period. Just a random quirk. My playtime's all messed up on Wii U. So it keeps on thinking it's getting a solid playtime. It's like, yeah, you haven't been turned on in like months. Like the last time I seriously sat down for Wii U was like end of December for Galaxy 2 stuff. That's been a bit. I mean, that playthrough's finishing Monday.
Well, I've finished my playthrough of Golden Sun. I just actually no, I haven't. I have like one more thing left to do, but I'm grinding at the moment for that.
Yeah, I think you said like an optional boss at this point, which does take some time.
Optional boss, then that's it. I'm done. I already did the dungeon. Didn't do the boss.
I'm glad to get it done.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, you've been on that playthrough for a while.
Been on it for a while now.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the next one I'm going to post on YouTube because it's all done. I just have to edit the footage anyways. It's one of those playthroughs I was able to knock out in just like a week for recording. Pretty much. It wasn't that short, but it's not that long either. I think in total maybe like 14 parts. I mean, after that, I kind of need to practice up whatever my next game will be anyway, so this gives me time. I really wish I had this booty. I mean my horse. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Every time you say that, I want to smack you.
That's why I named this horse that. It's just the best name. And the worst name.
Is anyone, I can smack you?
Is anyone buying Metal Gear Survive? From what I gather, it's a broken game. It's a very broken game.
Okay, so what I've heard about this so far is the biggest thing I heard a lot of people complaining about is you technically have to buy with the in-game currency more character slots. So if you want to have a second save file, you have to buy it.
10 real-world dollars to buy another save slot.
That's stupid. I don't get why Konami did that. Also, what I've heard is you are forced to play the single player if you actually want to do multiplayer stuff at all. Because the problem is, they drop you into the multiplayer stuff whatever level you're at in single player. When you start the game, you're like level 1 or 2, and by default, everything's level 10 and above on multiplayer. So you're kind of forced to do single player stuff to even attempt multiplayer. You won't kill anything.
Wow.
I'm containing my anger right now.
And here's the worst part. If you want to do the refund policy on Steam, the game has a 1-hour cutscene in the very beginning. That's half of your playtime right there.
It has
Not a lot of people are going to think of probably skipping that.
1 hour cuts. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Uh-huh.
That's more than Metal Gear Solid 4.
Uh-huh. That's why I was confused when I heard about that today, too. Like, why? Besides it being there, maybe it's a clever way to force people to not refund the game. That's terrible.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the game is less than MSRP, but good lord, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, the game is just kind of there, honestly. Like, I'm surprised it got a beta, honestly, with all the quietness they had.
Save slots. You brought this up last stream, Lester. I got 99 save slots in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I'll never use this many.
Yeah. Okami, 30. In Kingdom Hearts series, it's usually 99. Yeah, if you want another one, you gotta pay for it. At least still a step ahead of Pokemon, because they don't get any in one. That's still the one thing I hate about Pokemon games. I'm hoping like the eventual Switch version is gonna fix that, and if not, we at least have the different profiles. So it'll be the first time we'll have a Pokemon game with multiple save slots, in a way. 1 hour cutscene is an exaggeration? No. From what I've heard, that's not an exaggeration, and that's bad.
My God, like why? Why that game of all games is 1 hour cutscene?
It's random because apparently after that major cutscene, the story kind of would take a back seat, which is kind of expected in an open world style game like that. It's explaining just what's happening, why you're there, what you're doing, but for that long, it's kind of ridiculous. At that point, it's Metal Gear Survive the movie.
I mean, I know where the zombie aspect comes in now.
You understand? Yeah, because you played 5 up to that point.
Yeah, because it does take place right after the events of 5 from what I heard.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Like apparently you're just this like soldier who was in the base that you use in Metal Gear Solid 5 to recruit people. And like apparently you die in the beginning of the game. And that's how you find out all this stuff because they talk about it on like the autopsy table of all places.
Oh my God.
So it's Metal Gear weird.
Metal Gear weird. Then again, that's the whole franchise for you.
Right,
But-
pretty much.
Excuse me.
Well, weird stuff does happen in the game, like freaking.
Excuse me, that's supposed to happen in the game. That's just Kojima.
I mean, pretty much.
Have you
Apparently
seen
when
that?
Konami tries to do it without him, they get a little weird and lengthy.
I mean, in Metal Gear Solid 2, the president grabs you by the nutsack. That one cutscene.
Tank flip.
Anyways, I'll be right back, Lester. I'm gonna go and grab something. I gotta go grab something before they close. So,
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Don't grab the
I
guy's
don't-
nuts.
Sorry, I didn't
Since
mean
we're
it
just
like
talking about that. Don't do
that. I
it.
know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it segue like
Don't
that.
come back if you do, by the way.
The cops will be after you.
I don't want the cops here.
All right, I'll be back in a little bit.
Alright.
What perversions?
About 30 minutes to be exact.
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Because he's actually got to drive some.
Oh man, driving, the nightmare.
Hey, Molly, you be nice. Stop it.
I mean, that'd work out, because by the time you get back, we'll be actually close to the second dungeon. Which we'll get to, like, the second dungeon. That's where we're going to have a good stopping point for this session.
Well, there you go.
I mean, that'd be 2 of the 3 Twilight areas taken care of anyways. You only have to do the tiers 3 times in the game. Which is probably for the best. Some tier sections can get pretty backtrack heavy. Mainly that last one. Also, I love how you can just run past those 2 guards and they don't really care. They barely react. Like, if you stand there, they start coming after you. But if you run past, I don't think they move an inch.
One.
Okay, if you're not going to come over here, I'm just going to kill you now.
Well, I'm sorry, Lester. I can't.
Let's die.
Jeez. Let's see how you treat your friends now.
Yeah. If you don't come over here, Midnight's engulfing you in that one-shot KO attack.
Pretty much.
Thank God you can also kind of, like, mash through text a bit in this game because these light bubbles, they talk so slow. So just press the 1 button and get it all on screen. It's like a letter a second or something like that. They really want to drag it out just to show they're weak.
Yeah. So, have you heard of a game called Sweet Home?
The name sounds familiar, yeah.
Apparently, it's like a new horror game that's on par with Outlast and Alien Isolation, I guess.
Well, that's interesting to hear about.
You know, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's just, I haven't heard about it, and I'm like, what is this game?
It sounds like one of those sleeper hits so far then.
Yeah. The reason why I'm asking is because my friend was telling me about it, and I was like, Well, Lester usually hears of new games coming out. I wonder if he's heard of this one.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I don't think I have. Usually if I hear about new games from like a podcast I usually listen to, or just what I see online people play.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that's one of the ones that didn't pop up.
Apparently it's in 4K, so I definitely know it's somewhat new.
Yeah, so it's one of those games that's supposed to take advantage of the newer hardware. Give you a reason to actually own a Pro or X system.
Yeah.
Which, the only game I really know that's like coming out soon-ish as well is Burnout Paradise is getting a remaster, and that's coming out in like a couple
I'm
weeks.
excited.
Yeah. Although, that sucks for me, because if I get the remaster, I want to get it on PC, because that's where I played the first game. PC version's not coming out for a bit, which I don't get. Why?
Usually
It's simply already on PC, so all you gotta do is update it.
Usually it's the first one.
Yeah, and this one's gonna come out later. I mean, it's gonna be good, because the PC version never got the Paradise Island stuff. So this will be their first time getting that. There was a way that apparently to mod it into the PC version, but it's so hard to do. I haven't seen anyone really do it.
Like, I own the PS3 version. I just played it once and I never played it again because I have too many games.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I'm finding if I own it on a newer system, I'll play it more, or like sooner than I would my older system, because I've been playing a lot of PS4 lately. So
Yeah, I've kind of noticed the same trend as well. Okay, I'm sorry. This cutscene, it just kind of lost a little bit of its touching moment. Get that nice, smooth piano piece, children crying, and then this guy shouting, "Dead man's coming to save us." You kind of lost it.
God.
Huh?
Oh, unless you're
A
apparently the
dead
Grim
man? Eh? Dead? How's that gonna help?
You're apparently the Grim Reaper now. To the kids, at least.
And too bad we're not like Bayonetta, where we can just jump through realms and be like, "Hey, I'm here." Also, I'm a wolf. I mean, honestly, if any of the kids see you as a wolf in this town, they hide. Because they think that you're a monster still.
Well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because no one really knows. And at that point, yeah. I think you probably want to hide.
Freaking giant wolf coming at you, look like blood hungry.
I mean,
I would hide
you should
too.
see the size of the cats in this game compared to Wolf Link. He can fit it in his toe. The cats are so small.
Okay, I got that.
The hardest thing in any Zelda game. Falling down a hole. Oh, man. I can never fall down holes in these games. I always grab the edge. Especially worse if you're playing the original 1.0 release of like Ocarina of Time. Because he just kind of slides down the hole, so half the time he jumps over it. Oh. Well, that's right. This is one of the areas where they changed that little tier quest. There was originally a tier here, but they moved it. So, it's one of the removed ones.
It's hard for me to remember where everything's at.
I mean, when it comes to getting to things like the pose and heart pieces, that's more or less when you have the problem. The things like these tiers are no issue at all since they're always on the map. I mean, still that last one for the Lake Hylia area is still the worst just because of the one tier you have to go out your way to the castle for. And that's still the case in this version. You still have to go to Castle Town. You know, you don't have to be snappy. I'm trying to save the world here. Let me see you do this.
Hurry up. Okay, Minna.
Stay away. We have 4 hearts. Danger. Bird next to you. Oh, there it sticks. Oh yeah, another one I think they changed. There's another tier that was removed in this one. I'm always used to coming up here for a tier. But all you gotta do is the one in the fireplace, that's it. Honestly, this one was not that big of a deal to find. I guess a lot of people must have missed it, so they took it out.
Really?
Yeah. There's some tiers that weren't that hard to get in the original, but they took out for HD.
Huh. Kind of weird when you think about it.
Yeah. I think drop the stick. Alright, I guess the stick's coming with. More stick. Oh yeah, that's right. I also don't think I need to go in the shop for this version too, because there's nothing there. Let's make sure. Yeah, you don't even need to go in the Malamart. Which again, this is a random thing they kind of removed because it wasn't that bad to get. A lot of tiers, honestly, they didn't need to change. It was really that last section they needed. And the last section, it helps and doesn't. That's what I remember. Like, I don't remember that big of a change for that last section.
When you're used to the original, you think of everything that could be the same spot, but when it's changed, you're like, why did they change it?
Pretty much. I mean, that's me all the time in certain areas in Majora's Mask 3D.
Right.
Because there's certain areas there you would be expecting a heart piece or a bottle, and you don't get either. I'll flip it.
I'll be back in just a couple minutes, Lester.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be gone too long, I promise.
Nope, that's fine. I'll just be here getting bugs.
Make sure they're not bed bugs.
No, I want them dead. Especially this one. I gotta burn this house down. When you go back to the real world too, they comment on this because this is apparently a storage locker for a bunch of the bombs. And this is how we kill the bugs for the light tiers. So it works out for us. But apparently it's romantic. You know, all this fire and death. Very, very romantic. And there you go. 3 free tiers. And that's it. At this point, you usually have to go up this area because there would be a tier up there. But no, that's not here in this version. So I could just immediately go down here. Skip climbing up to the top of that area. You like this more than Wind Waker? Actually, yeah, I kind of favor this game a little bit more than Wind Waker. It's probably because of how much more time I spent with Twilight Princess. But I do still really enjoy Wind Waker, though. Especially the HD version, because that did fix up a lot of issues with the game, especially for 100% sake. At the Swift sale definitely helps. And the fact that you could take like 15 pictures or something crazy like that with the Picto Box, that helps for the whole figurine thing. Okay, here, if I move fast enough, I can get this bug. There. So I can't really interact with these stones because of my rules. So that would give me a hidden skill if I did the melody. Doing that will unlock a wolf in normal world here, and I can go talk to it to learn a new skill, but not doing that. Because I like a challenge. By challenge, I mean I'm gonna die a lot. Yeah, let me take this one out first. This guy's awkward to get to, so taking him out first is the best idea. Can't really lead other Shadow Beast over to that one Shadow Beast. Alright, watch. I'm gonna get burned here. Alright, go away. Go away. There it goes. Sometimes I still get burned by that. Just expecting it. Learning a new skill. Yeah, there are hidden abilities in this game, which I call hidden skills. And they're just basically just extra little attacks Link can use. So, something like that would really help. But, to challenge myself, it's part of my rules, where I'm not allowed to get any other hidden skills outside the first one, which is required. Oh my god, that did 2 hearts of damage. Oh, I missed one. Crap. And it's like right here though, but still, I don't like missing any. This bird is just a problem. Oh, same for meteors. There goes my fairy. What a way to use the fairy. You mean like Shield Bash and Mortal Draw? Yeah, those are some of the hidden skills. And I'm not learning any of those. Really? Really? Alright, fine. At least this gives me a thing of health back, and then the pawn will give me more, but I wish I still had my fairy. And what's the spear for this world again? I kind of forgot what this one was. So yeah, giant hawk. Okay. Still talk slow. I think the game struggles to do something next because it loads into a cutscene, but I saw the game HUD there for a split second. Oh man, this is so happy to see a dead man. And Mallow there just doesn't give a crap. Just like always. I told you dead man would save us. Yeah, on oxymoron. If one thing to save us the most is someone who's gonna die the most. And Bomb Guy always gets the short end of the stick here. He's kind of the comic relief character of this area. distant place is Ordon Village. It's not that far away from Kakariko. It's like a short horse ride over. Hell, look to me just because I got a sword, isn't it? It's not stick anymore, at least. Alright, let's go talk to the Gorons. I mean, he punches us once and that might kill us, so we'll calm someone down. Probably me. Unfortunately, I have to do this too, so I hope it doesn't hurt too bad. I could run away, I believe. Oh wait, no I can't. Alright, let's just attempt it and hope for the best. 2 hearts of damage! 2 hearts! That would be an insta-kill if I came here with 2 hearts. Oh god, that's stupid, because that's required. I had to do that. It's the only way to get the story to progress. Well, that sucks. It's too far for a dead man. Yeah, that Gorm almost ran me to pieces. So I go talk to Bo for the iron boots. Just came from Ordon, now we gotta go back. What a rip. Yeah, Bo knew what was going on. He could have gave us these iron boots earlier, but he didn't really know about us at that point. You can go back to Ordon after you beat the Forest Temple and it wouldn't matter. Nothing really happens. So you're kind of forced to come here first, and then you can get your iron boots. Yeah, let's tame the horse. The one time we have to do something like this in the game. Which this can hurt me too if I get knocked off. So I gotta be careful. If I do get knocked off, I'm dead. And there you go. It's not that bad to tame the horse, but sometimes you make one little mistake and you get kicked. Yeah, this makes travel easier until you learn how to warp, because at that point, then who needs a horse? There we go. We're just gonna stand here for a minute, get my health back. It's kind of important. There we go. I don't want to take a chance. I really don't. Now to go back just for boots. For boots. These Gorons didn't do the little ram. I can get up that mountain, but no. And I gotta ram you. Also, this dang postman. Every time you turn around, he interrupts. Stop calling me dead. I forgot what this letter was. I think it's just saying, hey, I'm Uku. You met me, and I'll be in more dungeons. That's the fish. It's this thing.
What about a fish?
Yeah, just the letter saying I'm Uku. Oh, I tapped the fish. That's all I did.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back now.
Oh, it's okay. My gamepad's about ready to not be, so I should probably plug that in.
But you're so close to being done for tonight.
That's why I have a plug right next to me. Just gotta dig it out.
Dead man, I just realized that was your name. Yeah, he named Link Dead Man.
Yeah, because how many times we die. Alright, there's the plug. I just gotta plug this thing in. This is why I bought a second charger for the Wii U gamepad, because this thing's 3-hour battery life is pretty bad for long sessions like this, and I don't want to mess with my other charger. It's nicely neat, packed away behind a table, not fun to mess with.
I don't understand how the gamepad lasts like 3 hours, but the Pro Controller lasts like 70. It seems like.
Yeah, they kind of gave the big battery to the wrong device. They made an extended battery, I noticed at one point, for the Wii U gamepad, but it was like 8 hours at the most, which wasn't that much better. I was considering at one point maybe picking that up when I first got my Wii U, but 8 hours is not that much more. Not for this kind of battery drainer.
Well, I mean, it's fine for a couple hours if you only play your Wii U every once in a while, but when you're streaming it...
Well, that sounds about right nowadays. Not gonna lie, I haven't used my gamepad so long it had like film of dust on it. I had to scrub it off. My touch screen felt like crap.
My Wii U's the same, my PS3's the same, my GameCube's the same.
Yeah, at least my systems aren't as bad. It's just this gamepad.
Anything that has dust on it is because I haven't played it. The only thing that doesn't have dust on it is my PS4.
That sounds about right because of how much you use it.
Even my laptop's got dust on it, even though I use my laptop every day too. But
Well, that's also because you kind of had an issue trying to get that thing to work for a couple months, so it kind of explains a lot.
I'm not redoing it, by the way.
Well, when it works, it works. I wouldn't blame you for not wanting to do that again.
I mean, it's working now, and I'm able to play my games on it, so that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing at that point.
Speaking of which, when should we play Saints Row, since Dead Rising's kind of...
Well, that's not surprising with that server. It's pretty much whenever you want at that point.
I mean, I'm up to it whenever, so...
That's true, yeah. I mean, same here, so...
So I want to test out Steam on how it does on multiplayer, so...
Yeah. Saints Row 2 also be kind of an easier game to work with, because I know it's not that taxing of a game to run. So that should be pretty easy to play online.
Yeah. I haven't got much of a chance to test out multiplayer gamer on this new laptop, so...
Yeah. He lives! He lives! Is it you? You're safe and sound. Your name doesn't apply that. This is why we named him Dead Man. I wouldn't really say it's a meme. It's just it's funny every time a character shouts your name. So, of course, we're going to have it fitting. I mean, at this point, I'm not really saying my horse's name anymore, which is sad. Because whenever you shout the horse's name, it's an awkward conversation piece.
Yeah, because you're talking about grabbing a horse's butt at that point.
Now the characters are at that point because hey, you can apply this booty as whatever you want. It's random that they let you rename Epona just for this reason. They don't really talk about the horse as much. Ages of Mayhem. I think that might be a reboot. I don't know. The name sounds familiar, but I can't think of what that is off the top of my head.
I've never even heard of it. Deadman, you're alive, but I'm not.
I'm dead inside.
Yeah, you see my walk towards the door? I can't even walk
Pretty
towards
much.
the door.
So now it's 1 to 2 times in the game you sumo wrestle. What? It's kind of, well, 1, a little bit of a random thing for gameplay, and 2, more or less random, they only do this twice. This is also the only other time in the game you will see Link in his Ordon clothes and not in his tunic.
Right.
Which is, again, a little weird. I mean, it would have been cool as like an alternate costume, kind of like how Wind Waker gives you the pajamas.
This part kind of creeped me out at first. I was like, why? What is the point in this?
It's just random. Because in order to defeat the Gorons and actually gain their trust, sumo wrestling. Not really something you would have thought Gorons would have been known for. But sure,
Yeah.
we'll roll with it.
Is that why they're always saying, hug me, brother?
Yeah, they're just waiting for you to sumo tackle.
Hug me, brother. So you mean an actual hug? No.
Here, it's easy. It's random of what the guy will do in your match, but at that point, you're usually safe if you do a headbutt. Because if you do a slap, you will automatically dodge. But you can't dodge the headbutt. Yeah, Chris, I agree. If this was some kind of minigame at some point, maybe like for a heart piece or just even to do for fun, it would have been cool to see that, but it's the one thing they just kind of drop after we get into Death Mountain. You can probably tell those boots are made of iron. What gave it away, the name or the metal?
Neither. It was just a lucky guess, didn't you know?
These are iron boots. No, not the hover boots. See the Pegasus on the back?
You know what boots I do miss in the series? The ones you get from A Link Between Worlds, where they make you go really fast.
Oh yeah, the Pegasus boots. Yeah, that would have been nice to have. Because, yeah, Link to the Past and... Well, the GBA ones have it as well. Like, not G... Yeah, no. Minish Cap does as well. I know the Oracle games do. Link Between Worlds, definitely. Oh, it was in a couple games.
Yeah.
But after the 2D era, we don't see it.
It would have been nice if they would have put that in, like, Breath of the Wild or something.
Yeah, because nowadays they pretty much just have that sprint feature, which is supposed to be the Pegasus boots function. But it's not really the same, because Pegasus boots were just so quick.
Yeah.
You would dash so far forward.
I crashed into walls because I wasn't expecting that when I first played A Link Between Worlds.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, these are nice boots. What the heck?
One of my favorite things to see is usually someone do that in Triforce Heroes, because they usually ram into a wall with their teammates or just run off an edge.
Yeah.
This happens all the time in Triforce Heroes in particular, since they're more linear stages.
I still need to play that game too. There's a lot of
Same.
Zelda games I still need to play.
Dude, I seen that was like $5 or $10 the other day. Like, wow. I'm surprised to see Triforce Heroes that cheap again, after it was so cheap for Black Friday season.
I should get my own copy just to have my own copy at that point.
Well, it's mainly also because if you want to play online with people, you kind of need your own, because there's no way to do that, which is a little annoying.
Yeah.
It does that download play thing, but it's like kind of limited from what I've heard. Also, I've heard the multiplayer in that is limiting, period, because you need to have a full set of 3 people to play multiplayer. You can't do it with 2 people.
Well, you and Matt and I could play it together if we ever wanted to.
That's true. Well, you have to get a copy. It's the only problem. If you do it online.
If it's $10, I'll get a copy, trust me.
Yeah, about that, at that price, definitely. I mean, that's still one thing I was wanting to do with like Matt and Jared as well, since all 3 of us have it now. Because that game is fun from what I've seen with people. By yourself, it's terrible from also what I've seen. But with friends, it could be a good fun time.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the Den of Trials thing, though, because that looks like a pain to do, no matter if you're by yourself or with friends.
You know, you should move. There's a wild beast coming at you.
Yeah. Not the smartest move. Also, I love this part of the cutscene. What are you looking at? I don't see anything.
That's right.
Or like it. Like, it just... That character interaction is my favorite stuff to see in these games.
And now Link's mad for whatever reason.
He's a pissed off dead man.
Oh, that's why he's mad, because he's dead, right?
Yeah, that's probably the real reason.
Nah, he just don't like you, Lester, because you named him that. So he's gonna be mad at you the whole game.
At least he has back this booty. Now I can jump fences.
With your booty, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, that is how you jump a fence.
You just sit on the ground and let your butt hit the ground first, and then you just fly over the fence.
It's one mean fart.
By the way, he's not something to be tied to a stick, you stupid monster.
There's a fun fact about this portion of the game. This is technically the title screen with what's going on here, like this stuff. So there's a glitch in like the original releases. I don't think it works here anymore. But there's like back in time, it's what it's called, where you warp to the title screen. If you get a game over in the title screen, you then warp to this boss fight. Problem is, you're stuck on the Bridge of Elden. So you can't do anything.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, so at that point you're on warp into this. And it's just kind of a waste of time.
I hated this part at first, because it took me forever to figure out what to do.
Yeah. Spin attack's your best friend, though.
I was like, so do I just follow him, or like, is he supposed to do something at some point?
Doing the quick spin attack here is really... Oh, pigs, get out of here. They're like smushing me together. But doing the quick spin attack is awkward.
You know, that pig listened to you just because your name is Dead Man. You told her to get out of here, so it just had a heart attack and died.
There we go, that's enough. I cannot believe you named him that. It's very fitting. It's just gonna be very fitting for this run. And now,
There's the bridge.
dusk. I guess we were fighting for that long. Hey look, it's that Smash Brothers stage.
That everybody likes.
I mean, it's not
He's
as
on
big
the
as
bridge.
Temple.
He's doing the charge at each other fight.
Yeah.
How many times has he died?
I think like maybe once. This is easier than the rematch. It seriously is. It's awkward to hit him with the arrows. I just noticed Epona's eye was very creepy looking in that cutscene. It was wide open. Why? What did she see? I'm not dead. I'm holding you in my arms. I need to be strong like you, the dead man. Wait a minute. Every time you say my name and you say save, it's an oxymoron. Stop calling me dead! Don't make me slap these iron boots on your stomach. Was it the Iron Boots comment? Oh, he's all tuckered out. Now he's gotta go nap. I mean, hey, that's a pretty traumatic experience. I would kind of faint after that. Now it's time to climb back up the mountain. This time without getting knocked off by a Goron. I can only afford to do that once. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Dead man makes bonding awkward. Yep. Every time you bond, you realize who you're talking to. And how depressing it sounds. Right, before we go up. Stand here for a minute. For some reason, you can't heal when you're on the horse. I don't get that. Alright, slap on the boots. It's so faster to just sidestep everywhere when you're wearing iron boots in this game, like Ocarina. And to a sense, also Wind Waker. Thank God, starting in Wind Waker, they made the iron boots a button. Like, it was just a normal equipable item, so not a problem constantly pausing the game just to swap around your gear. You can actually swap gear in this game, but there's not much of a point to it, to be honest. Outside of the Zora tunic, you really don't have to worry about that. Oh, I just remembered something. Ooh, I should probably go back. I didn't swap my shield out. I can, at this point, buy the Hylian shield. I forgot about that. Let's go do that real quick. I was forgetting something. It's like, why am I still wearing the wood shield? Well, this is one of those cases where they replace an item way too soon. Because we're going to get our second tier shield. It's also our last tiered shield. There's only 2 in the game, so the Wardon shield is used for 1 dungeon, and that's it. Hylian shield is everything else. Alan, let me in. You got good shield. Okay, I guess not. I remember getting the Hylian shield at this point. Why won't you let me in? It's not because it's dusk. That's really weird. Would you let me talk to the kid? Okay, maybe that'll let me go in.
Hello?
Malin, please. Oh, wait.
Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
Sorry, my computer blue screened on me.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't know that happened. Thought you guys just moved for food.
No, just blue screened.
Weird. Now, I guess it helps that you're back, because I was going to ask this. At this point, I'm right about ready to go into the second dungeon. You normally can buy the Hylian shield at this point, before you enter. Right? Because I'm locked out. It won't open the door.
It won't let you?
For some reason, it's locked. I remember I can buy the shield at this point.
That's weird.
Yeah, let me go to the hotel. I don't remember that. This is a really weird quirk. Because Mallow at this point is supposed to be setting up shop. I just kind of wanted to get the shield before I went back up the Death Mountain. I remembered halfway, so kind of want it after coming back.
Yeah, especially since, you know, your wooden shield's gonna burn up if you don't.
Yeah, because we're going to be running into a lot of things that can burn it. I don't actually remember seeing this cutscene. I don't think I ever watched it, now thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah. Weird. Okay, thanks. You watch the kids. Shame about those beds, though.
I don't think Kim waiting in bed's gonna help, especially when he was trampled on.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope he can fix it. Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
You're not forgetting, like, a side quest or something you had to do first, right?
No, there's no side quest. It's just something you can do. I'm actually looking at my old playthrough of this game to see. Mallow, you're stingy right now. Yeah, it's literally after the cutscene you can do that. He's locking me out.
Okay.
I've never seen this happen. What, did it glitch?
Oh
Screw it,
my God.
I'm saving and quitting just to see. This doesn't make any sense. No, don't continue because the door is locked.
The door's locked, can't open.
He's mad at you.
For what?
Because your name's Deadman, and you were coming for him.
That should make me mad, not him.
His name's Deadman, so he was coming for him, and he got scared and locked him out.
I hope you can get it.
I know for a fact I can buy it no matter what at this point, but if I gotta skip the shield right now, that's gonna be random. Dude, why are you locked? I don't get that. That's so weird.
Wait, so what had happened? Like, the kid got... Maybe you're supposed to
Is
go...
it because I went to Death Mountain before going here to buy the shield? They just randomly decide, hey, no. Not allowed.
Go.
Screw it,
on
I'm
the
going back up that
trail.
mountain. I'll come back here
Yeah,
after I do the
I guess-
sumo.
You did the sumo stuff, didn't you?
I started it. I guess
finish
maybe
it?
that's a random trigger for keeping the store locked because he just threw a
No, he
Goron down
did
the mountain?
training part of it.
You didn't get the iron boots yet?
I got the
No,
iron
he
boots,
did.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe doing this can befriend the Goron for a second, and oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh no, never mind. I thought
Yeah,
he was gonna ram me and do like half my health.
I like how Link just grabs him and throws
The
him.
Gorons are so mean when you first find them.
Yeah, they really are. Oh, I let go of the button. I didn't know you can still get hurt at that point. I thought it was automatic.
Heart damage.
Thank God, that was 2 hearts earlier. Might have been because I got knocked off a cliff. Wait, what? The
What?
rock just
What?
imploded.
Maybe because it didn't implode in the cutscene. when it was
Yeah,
supposed
the
to.
cutscene I think stopped it from exploding, but that's
Link,
just random.
what do you have in your hands that's making
What
them
the hell
go
is
boom?
with this glitch fest tonight?
This the Death Mountain in particular. Kakariko Death Mountain, it just doesn't want to work.
Oh, wait a second. Maybe it's after you send the giant rock to...
Well, no,
Wait,
giant rock sending
lore.
away.
That's
That's after you're done here.
That's way late in the game. What am I talking about?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing the Goron thing now, because I think throwing that Goron down there screwed things up. Because I look back at my Let's Play footage to confirm things, and it is. As soon as you're done with that little mini-boss section, you can get the shield. Mal just randomly has the door still locked for me.
That's so weird.
It's just random of all things. Well, I'm definitely going to take the elevator shortcut back. So it'll be like the one time I ever use it. This is a shortcut that never gets used because there's no real purpose. You can't use it to get back up, so it's kind of useless for that reason. Alright, where's the giant meteor? Come on. There it is. How convenient that stays hot for as long as it does. It takes us a couple of days to get back here, and it's still very, very hot to melt ice. Convenient when we get to the lake.
Poor Goron.
Stay down.
It's better when you do the shield bastion, because that point doesn't hurt as much. But I'm whacking him in the face with a metal sword. Like that one I just stabbed. Alright, we're gonna take a safety net here. We're gonna go down. Stay in the hot spring for a second.
You're not supposed to heal, Lester.
This doesn't count. This is safe. This is the only way I can heal, technically. Besides a fairy. Look at that Goron. Oh, nice
What
and
does he
smug.
say? I'm surprised he's not pissed off at you.
He don't care. Hot spring too comfy. See? See, he even calls us brother.
Wow.
He just doesn't care. He's that lax kind of Goron. I like him.
I like when the Gorons don't attack me for no reason.
Is that a wooden shield? Yeah, that shield's made of wood. I already got one of those.
Don't steal right in
He's
front
got-
of them, then they will be mad at you.
He's got the game wood, too.
I mean, don't we all?
You've got 2 copies
I
of it,
got
so
2
I'm a
copies.
little
I
concerned.
mean,
for
same
you.
here, yes, but one of my woods are digital. So it's kind of hard
I'm
to
a
hold that
little
one upside
concerned for
down.
both of you.
I mean,
John and
I have the customizable wood, and then I had the dude wood. Because, you know, the dude system's the Xbox One. Well, nowadays it's PS4. So... This one also sucks. There's like 2 Gorons in a row here. Why?
Proton John is playing a game called Cook, Serve, Delicious.
Apparently it's supposed to be more of a tribute stream tonight. Oh, hey! I did the grab. It's supposed to be more of a tribute stream tonight because, like, one of the mods in his chat passed. Which is sad to hear about.
I didn't know that. That's sad.
Yeah, I just seen, like, the post about it on Twitter.
I haven't even been keeping up with John.
Yeah. Hey!
Ow.
Stupid sucker puncher, come on. That's what you get.
That's what you get, jerk.
And now for money. Yeah, and there we go. This camera sucks. There we go. Oh, hearts, I miss you. Okay, pro tip here. Put on iron boots immediately. Okay, don't. This cutscene's gonna suck because you're immediately thrown into wrestling. You don't have a choice. Also, the cutscene sounds goofy when you have iron boots, so it's practical and hilarious.
Grandpa Elder Goron.
Yeah, I like the older Goron. He's funny. He's sumo champion.
His chest has wrinkles. I'd explain that one. I thought he's made of rock.
I thought it said our memes instead of our minds.
Oh, I thought I heard that the other day when I was watching a Danny Phantom episode because it was like the Dream Eater guy. And he said like dreams make us who we are or something like that. I thought he said memes make us who we are. I was like, oh my god.
I was like,
It's everywhere.
The show speaks to me on unrealistic levels.
There's been a lot of memes popping up about that show's intro of all of a sudden. I don't get
really?
it. Yeah.
The only meme I've been seeing is lately is the whole so and so such and such such and such. Change my opinion.
I've kind of
It's the
seen
guy
that one, which is a little bit more of one of those random ones.
That one's funny because I saw one yesterday. It was I retweeted it. It said the sun doesn't exist. Change my opinion.
Yeah, that's probably one of the better ones, because
That one's funny.
go for it. Change that opinion. It's going to be hard.
Get off me!
I didn't even touch him at that point. That works. Jedi movement.
He's just like, he's like, That'll do ya.
Yeah, now do this wrestling without the iron boots on. He slaps you all the way out of the ring. It hurts.
I'm surprised he doesn't say anything about the boots. Like, hey, wait a minute.
Well, he came in with them, so it only would be like that. You know, it's funny because Breath of the Wild actually has something like that. If you do the hot gut challenge for that one shrine, if you have heat-proof armor on, the Gorm's like, wait a second, you're cheating. Take that off.
Okay, that's a good touch. Okay, fun
That
fact
was
about
funny.
this area. You can, I think it's even still slightly possible to do in HD, but if you come here with the Master Sword early, for some random reason, there's an invisible wall here. Even when these Gorons move, you can't get in. The only way in here, ironically enough, is to use the spinner.
Really?
Really?
So the only way to get in with early Master Sword is to use an item to just make you hover. It's weird.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna use this elevator and go back.
Yeah, I'm first gonna save, because if that doesn't work out, I'm not walking. Save and quit.
The sun doesn't exist. Changed my opinion.
Yeah, but the ones I've been seeing for the Danny Phantom, this is the first 5 seconds of the intro of the song, just to build up the He's a Phantom, but cut out He's a Phantom to whatever else.
Yeah, he's a Fanta.
Like, He's a Phantom's the one I've been seeing. Another one I've seen actually was like the clip from Back to the Future 3 of He's an Asshole. That one's pretty good.
I don't think I've ever seen this shortcut.
Yeah, it's not as useful as it honestly looks like it could be.
I mean,
Because honestly,
consider
especially when
at
you
this
get
point-
warping.
At this point in the game, I'd never have to reason to go back to Kakariko because Mallow's an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. I think I might know why Mallow wasn't open. Because it's daytime in the game. Or because it's nighttime in the game
no,
right
because
now.
when I was trying to open the door, it was dusk, and he's open at dusk.
Okay, alright.
So it was just random. Like, I get what you're saying there too, but it might have been because I came here, so it screwed up the timing a little bit. Like, I did send a Goron down the middle of the village, so that kind of complicates things. I mean, if I gotta do the dungeon with just a wooden shield, I guess we're not keeping Ordon shield for most of this run. It is one of a kind too, so that would suck. I always hate losing it just because I don't like seeing wooden shield in my inventory. It just feels kind of dirty.
I like to see Ordon shield.
Yeah. I mean, you can't even buy this back in your own town, so that's kind of weird.
It really is one of a kind.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to lose it.
Yeah, but since it's made of wood, it's very easy to lose.
I guess just don't have a shield.
You can't unequip it, and that's the worst part.
Ow.
This isn't like Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild, but you can.
This is back in the old Zelda days.
I need to go back and play it through. Nope.
I'm gonna murder him. Well, this is why we saved anyway, 'cause this was gonna be my stopping point regardless. It's just, I guess I had to do the next dungeon with wood
Maybe
shield.
you have to go look up... Lester, if you
I did
didn't-
look it up, and it says as soon as you do the stuff here in Kakariko, and you're ready to go into the second dungeon, Mallow will sell you the shield. So he's allowed to now, it's just the door's locked. Now it's nighttime, so he won't let me in. If I pass it today, sure, but that's gonna take a while. Day and night cycle in this game is like a 10 to 15 minute wait. I mean, what I could do is before the next stream starts, like before that, I just let the game sit for like 10 minutes and wait for day. And just
I guess you
hope
could
that
do that.
works. So I might just do that. By the way, I'm still like kind of in here as I run circles. Because that's a good amount of progress. I wasn't thinking to get to the second dungeon, but that works. I mean, still had a lot of deaths though.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
kind of figured...
7 deaths. That was a little bit more than I thought.
Hero mode. You're gonna die.
Oh, I expect it to. In some areas, so it's shocking me because that shouldn't happen. Because the damage output ratio here, I'm still getting used to. Like seriously, dropping down to a pit is basically one hit kill. When you have 3 hearts, that's bad. That's real bad.
What about if you jump into lava?
That's probably gonna be a one-hit KO because it's pit. So yeah, that's a good amount of progress. I'm happy with that. It's gonna feel weird though not to do any of the extra stuff in this, like the skills. I'm already feeling naked about my shield bash.
It's like first I want my shield first though.
Yeah, it's true. If I had bomb, I'd be blowing him up right now. Wait, I can hit that though. Burn him. Burn him. You can even lock onto it too. Why? I mean, I put out the flame. I guess he's now definitely closed.
It's locked. Uh-oh. Well,
I guess the ending will go the dead man's resting place. The graveyard.
the graveyard, of course.
So you're going home, right?
Pretty much. I'm home.
You know,
Now, where's my bed?
Gonna make that joke.
Where's my bed? Is this my bed? Is this my bed? Is this my lantern? That's a Poe.
Now he's gonna follow you.
He's gonna kill you.
How if I don't kill myself first? I wanted to see something goofy before we ended it too. That's why I'm here. But the problem is, there's like... That's a... Oh, I stalled the bees. It's even worse. I was gonna say, I got all these crows, but then I also got bees. I got death. That counts towards the death counter.
Killed by a crow.
Well, at least it's appropriate.
Yeah,
Died
pretty
in the
much.
graveyard.
Well, at least now my internal resting spot is 5 feet to the left.
Wait, now check and see. Now check and see if the shield's there.
I mean, I doubt it because it's nighttime, but I don't want to save.
This game just does not like you tonight.
No, it doesn't, but I'm doing something very hard in it, so it just wants to punish me.
He's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's locked. It's locked.
I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's still locked, buddy.
Malin Mart, more like never open Mart.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
In my suffering, please, just kill me.
I'm back for bedtime. I want to get rid of these crows. I want to see if I can jump up to this ledge. But in order to do that, I don't want birds in my way. He hit me as I hit him. I hate that. Why does this happen?
Because...
Oh, crap. There.
You're gonna be using that Gale Boomerang a lot, aren't you?
On you?
Yeah, see, look what I did.
Gosh.
I don't think that was where I needed to jump, though. Oh, that's right. I'm used to doing from this angle, but also hero mode, reversed. Over here. Where these rubies come from? I'll take them.
The map flipping is really throwing you off.
It can. It easily can, yeah, because I just played through the game last time in normal mode, so this is different.
You know what is funny? Because I was playing through Twilight Princess on HD after I just played the Wii version. I was just like, wait a second.
Yeah, so if you're playing normal, that's definitely a trick. Maybe I was right. That's Iron Boots, you idiot.
He can't help it. He's just a dead man.
I always thought that was weird that in order to compensate the fact that they wanted to make Link right-handed, they just flipped everything.
Yeah, that was like the ultimate form of laziness. They didn't want to do anything, so they just kind of mirror everything. Which, thinking about it, wouldn't it just cause more issues because you have to make sure everything shows up proper in a mirror mode? So that almost sounds like it would have been a harder choice than to leave everything alone, just make Link right-handed. Nintendo's weird.
They certainly do have those weird moments.
Did I just grab the slope that you can't grab? I don't know why. I wish time also passed when you're doing this kind of stuff, because there's no reason why I could easily just do this. But no, it does not.
What are you trying to do?
Walk on the cliff, which is easier said than done. I mean, look at him. Yeah, what the heck? This makes no sense.
Screenshot that.
It's almost as bad as me grabbing off the back of the ledge on Boogie Boogie's house in Kingdom Hearts. Remember that one time?
Don't give him any ideas.
Well, he's gonna do it. I know he's gonna do it once
Don't
he gets to
give
there.
him more ideas.
You're like, I'm already afraid. Don't do it.
He's already breaking my game. Well, one of my games.
I have many games. This is one of them.
I used to be able to play Kingdom Hearts normally until I met you. Now I just look at it and I have nightmares.
Wow, that difference. Maybe I have to look back at Eggbusters for this one. That's a fun little thing I wanted to show with this area, but I don't remember how to do it. Oh, no! I'm gonna die just from him.
Serves you right?
Probably.
He wants you to be a ghost. He knows your name's Dead Man.
Yeah, pretty much is why he wants me to be a ghost. See, the only area I remember jump. I'll have to look back at that episode of Eggbusters. That's like a glitch that didn't really last that long on YouTube, honestly, in my opinion. It's still going now, but I feel like it's not nearly as popular as it used to be because it's a glitch show upon glitch show that's in the same. Like everyone does a glitch show nowadays.
Yeah.
And the problem is their glitch show. They don't show the glitches in general. They just show how you could do it and try to see if it's a real one or not, which is why it's called Eggbusters. So that kind of falls flat in certain glitches, which is kind of a sad thing. Okay,
They honestly should have just called it Mythbusters.
I mean, that's pretty much what the name is.
I know there's an actual show called that.
Well,
but
yeah, because I think it's trademarked.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it is Eggbusters. It's basically a pun on that. Okay, there we go. We're doing it right. Yeah, I should probably save down here because I'm going to pass time for the next session. I do want to save now. Because if I get this right, I don't want this to look awkward for my save. Okay. Okay, cool.
Lester's cheating again. You sound so excited, right?
This is normal business as usual.
Yeah, that looks pretty normal.
I hate you.
Business as usual.
Oh, thank God there's water here. Thank God, because look what I'm going to do. Look what's here! Alright, Gorons, you can have fun with your own mess. I'm leaving.
Of course, going a loading zone.
He probably just skipped that game, dude.
No,
No,
I
it
forgot it does this. The game crashes with that. You can still access the menu, but the game doesn't expect you to come through this portal when it's still Twilight. Alright, so see, I wanted to end the game anyway, so there you go. I gave you a reason. I just want to show this is possible.
Lester, this is what the game is telling you, saying, stop it! You're hurting me! Stop!
If that's not a good place to stop, I don't know what is.
God, Lester.
Lester crashed the game again. We sound so excited.
Business as usual. Like I said, Lester's gonna go trying to go through a door normally nowadays. He's just gonna try. He's just gonna keep walking right into the wall, and hopefully
He's not gonna know how to walk through a
He
door
doesn't know how to
normally.
open doors anymore.
Pretty much.
Teach him.
Thinks he has a clipping power. Powers to the clip.
You're not allowed to play Metal Gear. I'll kill you if you do that in Metal Gear.
Just wait until he does the taint flip over the thing again, and he like
Flip
skips
the final boss.
I'll kill you if you mess up Metal Gear for me.
Don't worry, Konami already did.
You're just rubbing it in, Lester. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now.
Good night, everybody.